Back in. Welcome. Back to Pax Mithdosica. It's going to be a little bit scuffed, but I don't know how to fix it right now, so we'll deal with that later. And we left off in the middle of a encounter.
Fight.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically not in the middle of it, but close enough. So we're going to return to that map just to remind ourselves of the carnage, I guess it could be said, because I removed some tokens. Let me add them back so that we know just how many people there truly were, because it was actually lagging my computer to look at the screen while I was counting up the numbers.
Oh, did I break your thing?
I think it's unrelated, luckily, but so there, the total XP for that encounter during the previous session is 5,000 per person.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Now I don't think that actually puts any of you over the edge.
Fire?
Does that include
what's the edge
fire?
for level
It's
10?
pinned,
Is it 64?
It is pinned. It's true.
I'm like fucking 300 away. Oh my god.
Sad. I mean, you can get one of the other players to give you a little bit of
Oh wait,
theirs.
Archon, can you pin this in this chat too?
Wait, how much are you away?
In the other chat.
I am away 390 from level 10.
I can give you 390, that's no problem at all.
True.
Awesome. I'm
To
taking
make it easier to math, just do 400.
Okay. What is that? That
Huge.
says 0, 10 there.
Oh yeah, because you had missed a bunch of us. That's right.
Imagine dying. Oh my god.
Oh, now it's subtracting the 400.
I'm gonna shoot you with
7,000.
disintegrate.
800.
I don't have disintegrate.
I was gonna say you don't get 7th level spells at level 10.
He's basic though.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
Oh,
85K
damn. I didn't know he
is
was cool like
level
that. All right. Well, so yeah, just as a reminder, because we kind of did just get right into it. What happened last week was you were warned that on the plains were potentially hostile elements, and a bunch of people, a force approached you and said, "Yo, we're knights from insert principality." I'm pretty sure you guys don't even remember which one. And then they're like, we should follow your camp.
Wait.
He's checking his notes.
Last
shit.
but
Let's write it down.
He's coming from the top rope.
Okay. Nope, never mind.
All right, cool.
It
So
was
yeah,
somewhere
there's some
I can't
plains
remember.
people. There's some Tabrashans. Who cares what principality they're from?
All the
And
same.
during the evening, they turned against you, and reinforcements came as a whole thing, and you killed all of them, barring one. So we're not going to stay on this map. I just wanted to remind you the devastation inflicted. There is a total of 2 of your fellow Mythosians left.
Who are they? This is very important.
The Mythosians.
Yeah.
One of the carriage driver Optios and one of the infantry Optios in charge of the men.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We still have someone who can
For
navigate.
no effort of your own, 2 incredibly valuable people survived.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Killed quite a few of them too.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yes.
first things first, I'm gonna put that
Unimportant.
sleeping guy in manacles.
Easy enough.
Also check his person for any like suicide stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna check his teeth,
Sure,
shit like
yeah,
that.
you guys push aside a couple of corpses and drag the Tabrashan knight to the center of the camp. As all of you, make your way there, Zednius returns from the horses. Grania, climbs down from the top of the tent. You guys begin to clear some bodies around the campfire, so there's room for you to actually sit down. And the 2 Optios begin to open up your guys' tents because there were about 7 people belonging to your Mythosian convoy that just kind of never showed up during the fight. So as these Optios begin to look through tents, there will be grisly scenes of murders within many of these tents. The ambushers managed to kill quite a few people before Grania woke up. Not all of them, of course, but
It was
a good
Maximus
number.
that started
Wait
it,
a
right?
minute. Wait a minute.
Was it Maximus that woke up first?
Yeah, because
Yes,
I
he
have
had
a
the
bracelet
bracelet.
of.
Oh yeah, the bracelet of warning. Yeah. Well, the camp's bigger than 30 feet, which is, I believe, what the place.
Well, yes.
says. Yeah.
That's not what it
Unfortunate.
is.
But yeah, so the Optios begin to look in that, and you guys can manacle the sleeping man. You can thoroughly, toss away his weapon. You don't have time to take off his armor, but you do have time to do everything else within that 1 minute.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Oh, because he's asleep.
Yeah, by the sleep spell
I got you.
for 1 minute.
Investigate his body for any deadly poisons, or
Yeah,
to kill
roll me an
himself.
investigation check.
Do I get advantage for help or something?
Does anyone
I'll
have an
help him.
investigation proficiency that wants to help Perusian, Primius?
Do I have investigation
Investigation?
proficiency? I don't.
Nope.
Well, sounds like
Oh,
you're just
all
raw
right.
dogging it.
Huh?
You heard me.
I did, that's the
that's a
problem.
very good roll. A 23. You search his form thoroughly. He is a standard knight. He does not have any subterfuge items on him. There is no lockpicks. There is no daggers. There is no poisons. There is no bags of gold. He's a soldier, not a assassin.
Allegedly.
All right.
Allegedly. That's important to note. It is all alleged.
It's important to know who we're dealing with.
Yeah, true. So,
Well,
All right. Who wants to help me with this interrogation?
wander over. Oh, well, you know what?
What type of interrogation are we talking about?
Let's start with a normal one.
We'll start with a good one, but then we
Please.
could turn it into good cop, bad cop. How about that?
Who's I'll whisper. Who's gonna be the good?
Me.
Who's gonna be the good? Who's gonna be the good constable? Oh, okay, yeah, I can do the bad constable. Sure.
I mean, the rest of you will do as the
Yeah.
bad constable. but-
Is he awake yet, Alex?
you got like 10 more seconds.
I'm gonna doink him on the head with my warhammer.
All right,
not
you
like
inflict
bonk
1
him.
bludgeoning
No,
damage
no,
onto
not
his
not
skull.
bonkin, but
Well, you have to deal damage to wake him up from sleep.
oh,
No, you don't. You
And-
can just use an action to wake him up, like shake him
Yeah.
Oh,
awake.
I forgot. It's sleep spell. Yeah, you wake him up. You
Yeah,
just sort
I'm
of tap him on the
don't
head
do
with a
it.
hammer. One of the Optios is,
Sleeping
walking.
Beauty, wake up.
The 2 Optios join you, sort of looking at the prisoner, and he looks a bit befuddled, bewildered even. He was fighting to the death, and now he's here, from his perspective. So he looks at you all.
All right.
behind his
I'm gonna get close, and I'm going to say, "All right, you're gonna give me the answers that I want, and if not, this will get harder for you. You're the one that's gonna decide how hard this gets. Do you understand?"
He stares at you through the armored visor of his helm and says nothing.
Are you speaking to Brashen?
Russian, yeah.
Yeah, I'll speak to Brashen.
Sure. He stares at you.
Okay.
I'll lift up his visor.
Yeah, underneath is the face of a man in his mid-20s. A scar is along from like the base of his jaw up to just below his eye. A couple new wounds inflicted in this fight as well. Mostly his helmet is like crumpled inward from where it was struck like fucking multiple times by bludgeoning attacks. And in general, he looks not dissimilar to how you looked before you left Legions, Maximus, or Primius, the thousands of soldiers you saw in your day. He doesn't even look particularly Tebrashian, like he has the tan skin of Mithdosian. This guy could be expected to be seen in basically any legionary formation.
Huh. Is this common for basically everyone on the plains,
Yeah.
Mithdosian or not, to look like this? Okay.
At least
Alright.
for soldiers and farmers and people outside.
Blake, have you cast Zone of Truth?
Only
was
once
that Was that
before.
a misclick? I mean like right at this exact.
Oh, not at that point. This point, no.
Okay,
I was
didn't-
putting the
I didn't-
information in chat.
Alright.
Oh, so I could read it.
So yeah, the
Are
man
you
just
gonna-
stares at you guys.
You gonna talk
Okay.
to us?
I have nothing to say to Mithdosian imperialists.
Okay. So,
Couldn't be persuaded to change your mind?
If you were honorable warriors, you would have killed me as I fought.
yes.
It doesn't help us very much, though, does it?
He's speaking to Russian, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I don't understand the word.
unfortunate.
Why is this guy talking about honor when he tried to kill us in our sleep?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I
Oh,
don't
that's a
know
good
until I
point.
said that.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah. You talk about honor, and yet you would have slaughtered us all in our sleep.
The honorless can be treated in that way. You Mythosians do not know of honor. You've proven it at every turn.
Okay.
That's convenient.
Rules for me, but not for thee. Other
So
way
I'm
around.
going to cast Zone of Truth.
Mhm.
And before so, I'm going to tell him, you know what? I'm going to cast it.
Okay, you clutch your amulet, you speak magical words, and from your perspective, a sort of golden light spreads out from you 15 feet in all directions. It is an encompassing thing which basically attaches to each of the people in the vicinity. From their perspective, you just fucking hold your amulet and yap a little bit, and your eyes glow a bit brighter. And the man in question needs to make an immediate wisdom saving throw. So let me pull up that sheet.
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh wow. Okay, that's not going to be good.
Who else is standing close? Because I think we also
Technically
have to
all of you, but if you're not talking, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's the
So
fun thing
you
about
know
this.
that he succeeds
Yeah.
for the first question you ask, because I believe it's on a starts its turn there. Yeah, every 6 seconds you have to make a save.
State your name.
He just doesn't speak.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later, because you get 10 questions in that time, he'll make another save.
Wait, what? It takes a minute per question?
It takes
No, it
6
takes
seconds.
6 seconds per question.
Yeah, so why do we only get 10 questions?
Oh, you're right. It lasts 10 minutes. Never mind. Sorry, I misread. I just straight up misread the spell. Yeah.
The real funny part is
you can
letting
feel
the
that
ten-
Are we
he's
gonna
failed
get
now.
this guy to talk? Because I
He
feel like
has
he's so
failed
close
now.
to the edge that he'll just stay silent unless we cut off his toes or something. But he might
Well,
die.
Well, that's when I whip out the big guns and I say, "Command, confess."
Well,
that work?
he has failed Zone of Truth now. So even though he is not speaking, you can tell that anything he does speak will be truthful.
Yep.
Granny's gonna walk up to Primius and tug on his cloak.
I'll look at her.
She's gonna assign. I can scare him with one of his allies if that would help.
What?
I'm going to sign back. Fear does not often work. We should. It would be fine to do so, but only as a last resort. Let me try one more thing before we up the ante. But yeah, I'm going to cast command on him, and use the word and just say confess for this next question.
Okay. Put the command spell in chat.
Is that a concentration? Is it gonna end?
No, it's not.
Nope.
Nor is Zone
Okay.
of Truth, luckily.
Oh, I thought it was.
So it's obviously not directly harmful, and it does understand your language. Now, commands are also time limited, but as long as the question you're asking is incredibly short, I don't see a problem with that. So you can get a 1 round, so a 6-second answer out of him using command. He does get a save though, and you will be burning a spell slot. So he fails Zone of Truth, then makes a Wisdom saving throw. He succeeds on the command to confess.
Oh,
Yet. Oh, yeah. I'll just be like, "Who sent you?" And he's not going to answer.
Actually, no, he will answer that. He takes pride in it. He'll say, "The son of the dragon."
All right. I'll
Why'd you
say,
attack us specifically?
You're Mythosian, are you not?
No orders? Oh, no
My officer
intel
points
we
me
were
at
passing?
men who need killing. I kill them.
That's...
all right, I'm
Maybe
going to
it's
burn another first level spell slot and say confess again.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it? Where's the dragon located?
In Slat Batosk.
Yeah.
He has, it's not, I wouldn't say quite a smile because he's still quite certain he's going to die here, but it is a bit of a smug answer because he knows and you know that neither of you are, you're not going to go to that city and go through 30,000 men to go kill the dragon.
Yeah, you're hilarious. Very funny.
Any other questions from the gallery?
What's that guy in Donlo? I forgot. I always forget his name. I need to write it down. There's
Which guy? I wrote down
Oh, yeah,
some names.
he's
I'll
the
ask,
new he's the new prince of Donlo, or of
I'll
the
look at him and ask,
Donislavski.
how many more of there are you in this region?
He looks around at, the corpses littering the opening in the center of the camp. My unit is
so we
dead.
Great. That's
Unfortunate.
good.
I'm sure more will come for you.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. I'm sure I'll kill the rest of them too. Yeah.
The man yawned.
It's so base.
That's crazy.
Well, I'll turn to the ones who don't speak Tabrashan. We've asked him, who sent him, why he attacked us, where the dragon is. Nothing really good we got out of him. Any questions you may all suggest?
What religion do these guys follow? What religion do you follow?
Do you speak
No.
Tabrashan?
I do.
Yeah, I'll,
Okay, cool.
I worship the spirits of the land.
dog shit.
Dirty.
Dog shit really unreal.
Dirty
Not real.
pagan.
Yeah, but I feel like he's going to get sucked up by the hounds. I don't think that's going to lead him to a happy place.
You don't think the spirits of
Yeah.
nature will protect
Yeah.
his soul?
Oh well.
Ask him. Ask him how we can tell followers of the Son of the Dragon apart from other Russian soldiers.
I'll
Say
try,
again?
but
I feel like we'd have to know
answer.
their accents.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Ask
question.
him how we can in the future avoid ambushes like these. How can we tell if somebody's with the Son of the Dragon and not just an allied to Russian?
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask that.
For a Mithdosian, you can't. You can hardly tell apart your own people from your allied princedoms. How are you meant to tell apart Sons of the Dragon from anyone else? You people are so haughty. You speak your own language, view yourselves as better than the rest of us. How can you ever tell us apart?
Where are you from?
I'm from the blessed city of Marienburg.
Marienburg. Anything unique about this Marienburg?
The capital city of the dragon and his family.
Can't be seen. Yeah. Whatever. Turn to the others. Well, that's about it for me.
Yeah, I don't. Severus, why don't you take over?
He lifts up his chin, so it's easier to hit his neck.
I don't speak to Russian.
What do we
Yeah.
do with do we take prisoners routinely? I mean, like
Mithdosian,
in
absolutely.
combat in general.
They take prisoners
But
all
I-
the time.
I assumed Severus would be the kind of guy to play with his food a little.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to.
Right.
We don't
What's
need
the
to.
symbol of the Mithdosian Empire?
The Cairo.
We don't need
What's
to
it look
kill them.
like?
The Cairo, we use it all the time. Let me grab it from the world map. One sec. It's an X with like a little P coming out the top.
Ah,
I'll drag it onto the.
Isn't it the
picture of
same as
our-
our chat?
it's the
Yeah,
the
yes,
image
it's
of
this
the
one.
Pax Mithdosica.
Yeah, that's the Cairo.
Oh, that's what you meant by a little P. All right.
Little P.
No, and then the X is
Fuck,
being.
Blake.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
What are you doing, Severus? Don't kill him.
I thought I was supposed to.
No, we're taking prisoner. We'll hand him over to someone in whichever city we're going to.
One of the Optios will glance over. Lubel, sir.
Lubel. We'll hand him over to someone in Lubel. They'll probably have some better questions to ask him.
Well, this man just.
Doesn't
Man,
mean he
and
can't
these
like
people.
you know.
This man has people just.
Anyway, I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna take off his helmet.
His helmet,
Yeah, that's war for you.
his visor was lifted. You fully take off the helmet. His helmet is like crusted, or his skull and head are crusted with blood and sweat from the fighting.
All right. Then I'm gonna what's his hair like? Like length?
It's short and matted.
Right. I'm gonna hold him by his hair with my left hand,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna carve the Cairo into his forehead.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ. The one of the Optios will join you, the other one will shy away, and the rest of the judges, I think, will probably just look away from that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Granny, I will remember this.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I got the prompt on the bottom left of my screen.
It's not as if he can stop you, and to be honest, Mythosians have done far worse things. And as you guys, survey the battlefield further, investigate what supplies were destroyed in the fighting, you hear the screams of the prisoner. He won't die during it, but...
Oh no, I tend to. No,
Yeah.
I just want this to be a scar.
Glorious bastarded him.
Indeed he did.
Yes, I did. That was the idea.
And as you guys take account of what is going on, there's a lot of corpses here. There is more corpses than you can bury. In fact, there's more tents than you can break down unless you want to spend like a couple hours in the morning. There's more horses in the distance than you can actually use. You're having a logistical problem of like, what do you even do with all the shit around you?
Religiously, you would burn the bodies, would you not?
You'd burn the Mythosian ones. The Tabrashans could be left to rot for all you care.
Yeah, let's.
Technically, some of them
Yeah.
could have been Aurelian soul worshippers, technically, but you're not going to assume that unless they have holy symbols.
Yeah, I think I'm just still trying to honor the Mythosian soldiers. I'm
All
gonna.
right. How are you going to make a
Try and
bonfire
pile
that can
them all
burn
up.
50 people? Or 20?
Oh right, we don't.
25? 25
We don't
people.
have. We don't have any fucking.
Yeah, there's no trees,
wood around
only
here, do we
grass. Yeah.
All flesh burns.
Let's see
Yeah.
but it needs something to.
You got 2 spare carts now. You also have all the tents. So if you wanted,
Yeah,
you could
we
just
could
throw
burn some of
literally
the
everything
tents.
into a pile.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that was basically what I was going to
So
suggest.
the horses, we might have too many horses to ride, but
You
we
have
can just
way
like.
too many horses to ride, yeah.
Yeah, but we can easily take them with us anyway.
True.
Which we should, because horses I'm gonna assume a valuable commodity
They're worth a fair amount.
for like military purposes.
Yeah, they're worth a good amount.
They're
Okay.
not ours to sell, though.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can
about selling,
sell
it's
them.
about returning them to the Legion or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
At about 2 in the
Yeah,
morning,
yeah.
which is when all this, I think this all kicked off around noon, but noon, midnight. It takes you guys time to drag all the bodies, pull together the tents, bring over the carts, bring over the horse corpse. That alone takes like 10 minutes, because that was a Mythosian war horse. That's not something to be discarded in the Tabrashan plains. And as you do so, the Optios will assist you in this endeavor.
I'm going to take 10 minutes out of this point to put my armor on,
That
even
is
if I take it
reasonable.
off an hour later.
Yeah. You pull on your mithril breastplate, you become a shining beacon of reflectiveness on the Tabrashan plains. Grania, during all of this, what are you up to?
The only thing that I had an idea of, I don't think it's gonna work. So nothing, I guess. I'll tend to my wounds and adorn my armor.
Okay. Well, at around 3 in the morning, a great fire rages next to the campfire. You have removed all their armors because those you're not going to get a fire hot enough to burn that. It simply will not happen. Honestly, you're not even really going to be cremating these bodies like you should in a proper religious setting. That would require a fire that is thousands of degrees, which you are incapable of producing in such conditions. But you will scorch them very thoroughly, which is better than nothing. And so as the bonfire rages and they are consumed, the Optios just sort of stand next to you guys looking at many of their dead comrades. They all were raised up they're all from the same legion, all from the same geographic area, all raised up within the last year, though these two likely have a bit more experience to gain the rank of Optio. It's pretty grim.
now be a good time to start saying like a eulogy of some kind?
Yeah, so you never received any formal religious training, but you've been at the deaths of many, 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 many people. And while there are official rites to be delivered to the dead, they're kind of on an individual basis. When you're presented with such a glut of corpses, you've heard priests say things, but they've never quite felt enough for you. They'll be like, they pass into the Tranquiline Halls to serve Aurelian Soul, but like you've read enough religious scripture in your life to realize that that's actually not true. Only the most faithful servants of Aurelian Soul go there, and some of these people were just like random young boys grabbed from their village on the Depression Blades and put into the Imperial Legion. So it's unlikely that all these people are going there. So I think that a couple words would suffice. No grand eulogy is needed.
Their service will not be forgotten. We shall ride on in their name.
All right. Well, you could decide to start writing now. One of the Optios thinks that he recognizes a star constellation that is pointed in the direction that you need to go this time of year. He doesn't seem incredibly confident in it, though. Or you could wait until the morning, because you didn't destroy all the tents.
I think we should wait until morning. That way we can get some kind of short rest and we could get more confidence in our direction. The last thing I want to do is get lost out here.
Are we at all concerned that they might regroup? There was a guy that got away, right?
There were many guys that got away. The slingers, one of the raiders, all told maybe 7 guys that you saw that got away. And they did it on foot.
Yeah, we need to have thorough watches.
I don't think 7 guys are going to come attack us, but I would be worried about them getting more guys and coming back.
Well, that guy under the zone of truth kind of confirms that we basically annihilated all of them.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, I don't think the sling guys are gonna come back on their own.
No.
They seem to be just... I mean, they give them slings because it's easy to train them. I don't think they were highly trained soldiers.
We should be fine with our normal watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Is
You
anyone
guys set up-
visibly injured?
Everyone
Oh,
in
I
the
could do
party
some
except for
healing.
Zednius is visibly injured.
I am.
Well, that's
Wait,
one person.
except for no,
yeah,
I'm
you're not.
visibly
Are you
injured.
visibly injured?
I got.
Oh,
fucked
your
up,
token.
like,
I
the
forgot your
most.
token's Giga fucked. I totally forgot about that. Everyone else's token is accurate. Yeah, everyone in the party is visibly injured.
Okay. Besides Zednius, Grania, without prompted, we'll go over and start just trying to tend to each person. So,
Alright,
why
who's
not?
the most who's
She
the most
hates
fucked
me.
up?
The most fucked up, maybe Severus.
Alright.
I'm on 19 out of 63.
Holy! I
Sever-
did not know it was getting that
Severus,
bad
get
for
over
you.
here.
So this is 1 for each person, right?
yeah, it'll be first Blake, then Ethan, then Echo. Oh, I
Let's
guess I
go.
rolled 4, so then Heath, the last one.
Alrighty. Yeah, you tend to their
What
wounds.
what do I need to communicate? Basically, a little bit in the Imperial. Like, what does Severus have in Imperial sign?
I think he's at like half proficiency.
I mean, you could just tell me, and then I could just tell
Yeah, I'm
everyone.
19 out of 40.
19 out of
Well, I mean, like, I'll approach Grania, and I'll like do broken sign, like heal
Wait,
me.
she can understand
Huh?
you.
That's right. I'm
She's not
so
dead.
dumb.
no, dude,
Can
I actually forget
forgot
about it all
she
the time
wasn't
too.
dead.
It's so fucking funny.
I'll walk up to her, sorry, and I'll just ask, can you heal me before you put it away?
She's gonna have a very obvious disgusted look on her face, but she will tend to. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How what is it? How hurt is Grania?
She already healed herself. She's full.
She's full health?
Yeah, she
Alright.
got hit once and then foop, disappeared. Yeah, the Optios
that
are
the
also
last
fucked
roll
up,
there,
but as long as they get a
Toto?
short rest, they'll heal for
What?
a lot.
Was that the
Yeah,
last
you're the
roll
last
there? Okay.
Echoes was the most
Um,
at 10, and then Ethan and Blake were 7.
Yeah, I'm big chilling.
I'm 40 out of 94.
You know?
I can
Yeah,
heal
it
you
is.
again tomorrow.
Uh,
Yeah.
Fucked up.
What
I
about
need
your
quite
lay
a lot
on
of
hands?
HP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
oh.
about to. So Zednius, do you want to heal for 20?
Yeah, that'll put me at full.
There is also the matter of the chests. One of them was touched and exploded with acid, so it may no longer be protected. I don't know if
I'll check with detect magic.
Okay, yeah, you walk
Does it
over,
still have
eyes
magic?
glowing. Two of the chests are still enchanted with abjuration. The one that was touched has no enchantments on it anymore.
All right, everyone, just so we know that this one is no longer trapped. So, but the other two are still armed. Don't touch them, or another crazy explosion will probably happen.
There is also the secondary fact that Tribunus mentioned to you that only him, the Kiage of Lubelski, and the Chancellor can actually touch that thing without it exploding. So if you want to confirm the Chancellor's identity and you don't mind blowing up a potential imposter, you could tell them to touch one of the ones that's still enchanted. That was like a built-in function to these chests.
I don't mind blowing up an imposter.
Sure. Then yeah, just keep in mind the third chest, which is the default one they would touch because it's at the back of the cart. That would do nothing to them, even if they were an imposter. All right. You guys take shifts. Maximus and Grania take the first couple shifts because they are by far the most healthy. And the rest of you catch glimpses of sleep. In the morning, you awaken. And I'm going to give you a chance to burn through some hit dice, and I'm going to quickly go to a be right back screen to try to fix something. So we'll be right back so I can try to fix
we
that.
got a short rest there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, very
You
quick
need
break.
a,
We're back.
You need a long rest to level up, right?
Correct.
Okay.
When you get back to Nauseous, you should force that to happen.
Yeah. Well, I just needed to know if I needed to roll HP now or...
No, not yet. Additionally, is your token accurate? Are you at full HP? Sorry, not your token. Is
Yeah.
your sheet accurate?
Yes. What was it? Primius lay on hands me back to full.
Oh, okay, great. Well, has everyone burned the stuff they want and gotten back all their features, etc., etc.?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking Dota. All right, in the morning, the Optio that was a bit confident last night will approach probably Maximus, since... No, it would be Prius. Just because, you
You're
know...
roboting real bad.
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Is it roboting?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm roboting.
The Optio will approach Primius, since he is the most clouded up, and he'll say,
Your Majesty, I think I know where we are. We should be able to get to Lubel by the end of today if we ride hard, and we're no longer encumbered by men on foot.
I'll nod my head and say, well, just do your best. That's all we can ask you.
All right. We'll likely be swapping horses on the cart so that we can go at full speed the entire journey. That means me and Marcus, the other Optio, are going to be busy, switching out horses and such. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, you'll be keeping a watch on the horizon, right?
I trust Maximus a little more with his eyes, but yes, we'll keep our best eyes on the horizon.
Thank you. Your Majesty? What's the proper term to refer to you, sir?
Just Primius is fine.
Yes, Lord Judge.
and,
Anything else you need from me?
He'll shake his head and return to the cart. He was not originally driving the loot cart. That guy is dead. But he knows how to do it because it's just a cart. And sure enough, his prediction is correct. You guys have a lot of horses, so when a horse starts frothing at the mouth from dragging whatever the fuck are in those chests, they just swap it out for a new one, and the other one can sort of relatively relax. And you guys are able to ride basically full speed eastward. In a very grim, macabre way, it's a little bit of a benefit of losing all those people. You cover very, very good ground. So... at around 1 in the afternoon, so this is 5 hours into your guys' hard riding eastward, you have seen villages, but villages out here are different than those on Mithdosica, as I said, it's a lot more spread out, first of all. But secondly, some of these look almost temporary. Like in the distance, you can see a slight rise, and on that you can see a littering of tents, which you ride right past and don't even pause for a second. You see some people on your journey, but there's no roads out here, so no one is like in your path. They're all passing in the distance, and sometimes you'll see a group of wild horses, or what looks to be maybe a battlefield with a bunch of like sticks and arrows poking out of the ground, but who knows when that was a battlefield. You don't see a single tree for the entire journey, just flat grassland. But eventually, at around 1 in the afternoon, you see a little dotting of figure in the distance. You see 2 of them, 2 figures on horseback. They seem to also see you because they stop and then they begin to ride also in the eastward direction.
Well, not good.
Do you?
Flying the banners, are they?
They were not flying any banner, no.
I'd prepare for combat if I were you all.
I'm gonna. How far are they away?
They are literally at the ultra edge of your vision, so 7 miles, little fucking.
Are they
specks in the
charging
distance.
at us?
No,
or...
they're going in the direction you're going now.
Oh, okay. What's a horse's speed versus what is? Yeah, so what is a horse's speed? I
At
guess?
dead sprint, they're going what? Mechanically, 20 miles
60?
an hour, I think.
Is it
So
6?
it's 120 feet in
That's
6
40.
seconds.
So I want to know if I send him,
No,
if
no, he's never
he'll
catching
be
up.
able to keep up. Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
sorry,
40.
if they're dashing.
Yeah, they're dashing. They're going 120, so Hetegal would never be able to catch up.
Okay.
But if they're dashing, they're going 120.
Yeah.
60 feet of movement.
I'm as fast as the horse.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
Something.
Yeah, dude, rogues are crazy.
So that happens, and you guys lose sight of them because they're riding a little bit faster than you. Not much, just a little bit. But eventually, a banner does come into sight. There is about 18. This is about an hour later. There's about 18 figures on horseback, a banner fluttering in the middle, and they are not riding towards you because that would imply they're going real fast, but they are clip-clopping casually in your direction across the sea of grass.
It's this banner.
What banner are they flying?
Yeah, it's
banner.
really the only thing you can see from the distance you're at. The flag has a dash of purple through it with a green background.
That's the one that the other guys were pretending to be, right?
I believe it's a different one, but it's in the same style.
Is it a triangle?
It is triangle shaped, yeah.
Okay.
I believe the colors are different. I don't think the other one had purple.
Yeah, I'll let the group know that what is it? The cavalry in the distance.
Yeah, I mean, they all see it.
It's just the 2 of them, right?
No, it is now a group of 18 horsemen.
18.
18. As your 2 groups get closer, some other details draw themselves out. Firstly, these guys are wearing Legionnaire plate armor. It wasn't that obvious from a super far distance, but now that you're a bit closer, they're a mile away instead of 6. You can see the sort of shape of the shoulders are very similar to what Maximus wears. He wears that same sort of segmented plate armor, which these are all wearing. You also notice that one of them has a musket strapped to the side of their horse, which you've never seen a fucking Tebrashan use a musket. That's some advanced, Delian technology. Even Mithdosica doesn't use really muskets in their military, so this is a odd one-off. In terms of equipment, it all looks a bit nicer than those that you fought. But also, realistically, it looks like legionary hand-me-downs in a lot of cases, old javelins, and they don't have much original equipment. It looks like at least for you, Maximus, or even Premius, you can recognize 2 generations of Mithdosian military gear being worn by these riders approaching you. And do you guys alter your course? Do you change anything about your journey, or do you just continue to slowly plod across the plains in the direction of these riders?
I'd say let's halt and get into a defensive posture.
Okay.
Agreed.
You raise your fist for it to halt. The cart slows to a stop. You remain mounted, but the rest of your companions can go over into the grass, slam down a post, tie up the horses, and go to the front to guard the cart. The 2 Optios, still wounded from the day before, ready their weapons for a fight to the death. And the lead rider, the one holding the banner, and a second rider next to him, those 2 break off from the rest of the cavalry, and they ride forward. And the closer they get, the more details you're able to make out. Not only is this like Mithdosian surplus, one of the armors being worn by the rider, the one holding the banner, it even has like chipped green paint on it, which is a practice that was done by the 8th Legion. They used to paint their standard bearers with green paint, so they stood out even more in battle. Like this is not just, it doesn't just look like Mithdosian gear, it definitely was Mithdosian hand-me-downs at one point. And as the bannerman and the person next to him approach, the person next to the bannerman sort of shouts in your direction and says, "Greetings!"
In what language?
Common.
Hail. State your name.
Oh, my name is Boyer Poluski, loyal to the Kyaje of Lubelski, representative of the Chancellor.
Is that
Do you
so?
have evidence of such?
Of course I do.
Well, let's see it then.
He hops off his horse and walks the last 100 feet or so. He can tell that you guys had a rough go of it, and he'll speak up and say,
Where's the Tribunus? I was informed he was in charge of this caravan.
He's been murdered.
Wait, what?
The
Isn't that
the
isn't that
Tribune
guy
is
that
had
left?
to
left?
head back.
Yeah, sorry, actually, I confused him with the Optio he left behind.
He decided to head back?
He got an
Order
urgent
Need
order.
to take care of something.
For
He
such an important
didn't
mission?
want to expand on it. I'll shrug.
Do you have some form of identification?
I'll pull
Pull
out
out my judge
badge.
Just badges.
he looks at 5 judges' badges, or 4, maybe Granny is a bit on the sideline. So he looks at 4 judges' badges and he slowly nods, and he reaches into his satchel at his side and withdraws 2 things. One of them being a badge that looks, it's very funny. Everything about this force is like Mithdosian light. He pulls out a badge that looks kind of like a judge's badge, but it depicts a white horse instead of the Imperial Cairo, just a different symbol, a badge of some other authority figure. You don't recognize it, but it looks kind of legit. And then the second thing he produces is a scroll, which he will just sort of hold out because he doesn't know who is in charge here. And he just says, and this here is my commission as a status of officer from the Kyaje.
I'll take it and give it a very close look over.
Yeah, it's written into Brashen. You guys don't do stuff like this in Mythdosia. In other realms, these would be called scrolls of pedigree. It's basically like, I'm a nobleman. Here is the evidence. This is a person who attests to my character. This is where I'm from. This is the territory I rule over. Mythdosia long since did away with this, but most feudal societies still practice it. And you read through it into Brashen, and it talks about how this guy is Boyer Pulaski. He rules over the village of Zemislaus. He is a loyal boyar and servant to the Kyaje. It lists his battle service, and ultimately says that he is a representative of the Kyaje, as well as the Chancellor and all other government figures of Lubelski. And you said you were looking it over carefully, so do you want to roll like investigation or something to see if it's forged?
Sure.
Okay.
Alex, was this one of the guys that was
Oh.
approved to touch the...
No. He would blow up.
Alright, cool.
Yep, that'll do.
You can't identify it, but you hand the scroll over, he recovers it and says,
Well, I suppose you are who you say you are. What happened? There was meant to be 50
We
men
had
in this
some-
convoy, as well as a tribunus. He really just
We had
stayed
some-
behind?
Is he done?
We were about
We had some
halfway when
Debrashans
he
who-
got a...
We had some Tebrashans pretending to be what you're supposed to be, I presume.
What do you mean, Tebrashans?
Sons of the Dragon loyalists.
Ah, you
They pretended to be an
Maronites.
escort. We fell for it.
Since the raid on Patricia, we've heard of such things in our territory. I'm sorry that you encountered that.
They slaughtered most of our men.
How many were
middle
sent in
of
the
the
initial
night.
convoy?
50 must have been about correct, huh?
It was like 30 something, right, Alex?
Yeah, when you first left Gnostius, you had a tribunus and about 30 soldiers, and then obviously the tribunus left. And
In that case, I'll say.
yeah.
I'll say that then.
This guy is equally as suspicious of you all as you are as of him. He's
yeah.
yeah, he doesn't like a lot of the things he's hearing, but he'll just slowly nod. And on a sheer numbers game, he has more troops than you do. So even if you are some sort of liars, he feels confident, and he says,
Except that we could take.
Well, we
Malta.
also have the like chests. Why would we even?
because
bring
he
that
can't
if
look at
we-
because he'll slowly nod and say,
And nothing was taken during the ambush.
No.
They managed to
Nope.
touch one of the objects, right?
But nothing's missing.
No.
I don't believe
Alright.
so.
Well, then you're here in safety. Lubel is about 10 miles to the northeast of here. We'll guide you the rest of the way and take you to the Chancellor.
Very good.
Thank you.
Good.
he mounts back
For the
up.
future, I want to ask him for the
Yeah.
future, how can we identify who isn't or is an actual real allied Russian legion? I don't legion.
He looks at you, and he looks so confused that it takes his brain like a couple seconds to buffer that question. He says,
You haven't spent much time during the war, have you?
No, we've been sent here recently.
We look nothing like our eastern cousins. We're your loyal allies. We fought with you in every battle. We wear your armor. There are some who cling to the traditions. You know, they don't follow superior battle doctrine, but any rightful boyar from Lubelski, Kuzvasko, even some of those in Donoslaski who stay loyal to the Empire, they'll resemble myself.
In stature or in
Of course, our mistake.
No, in equipment. Most of our native equipment has long since run out. We only survive by the kindness of your empire.
Okay, that doesn't help much because they could just kill some Trojan soldiers or some Donoslaski and Lubelsk.
Agreed.
people and then
Infiltration
take
is
their
a
stuff.
problem, but your entire what do they call your empires?
he looks towards his bannerman and says something in Tibrashan. He basically says something like intelligence services, and the guy says back to him Frumentari. He says, "Yes, your imperial Frumentari only functions because of similar misunderstandings. It's simply the nature of war."
I'll look hard at Severus. You'd think
But-
we'd be better at figuring it out then.
At least here in Lubelski, all representatives of the prince or the chancellor carry these badges. I don't know if Kuzvasko has adopted the tradition.
Okay.
What?
He'll mount back up. The rest of his men will join in, and there's even a couple people here who speak Mythos amongst your new escort.
Wow.
Almost none of them speak in Tibrashan, though they probably speak it. They speak in Common or Mythos. It's kind of like they're kind of like Mithdosian weebs.
Oh no.
Methosa booth, no.
Yeah, they're kind of like Mythosia boos, just in the
Mythosia
sense of
boos?
like they speak like they're enthusiastic, while like the opinions are mixed, like because they'll want to chat, they'll want to practice their mythos as you guys are going to the capital, and their understanding of mythos is so insanely like slanted, like they don't understand the complexities of your political system. They're just like, wow, I hear your capital's huge and you have all these big buildings and I've heard there's 1 million people in Mythos. How is that even possible? And it's just like, you know, sort of like, wow, your empire's so big and cool. And
I will
yeah.
merrily chat them up the whole way.
Yeah, their mythos is god awful, but you know they're trying, and that respect for that.
Hell yeah.
I mean, for those of you who served in the legions, especially in the Third Boyars War, these remind you of auxiliary troops that you served with, in the sense of like, the auxiliary troops were always some of the most fanatical fighters for Mythosia because they volunteered for it. They weren't ever pressed into service. They're always like, I want to serve the Mythosian Empire and fight their rebels for them. So they were always very, very enthusiastic about their job. But as you follow your nightly escort closer to the city, you begin to notice just how different Lubel is to the Mythosian cities you're used to. First of all, it's just flat. It's on a flat grassland, which already makes it different to literally every Mythosian city you've ever been to. This one is built atop a mound, but like their version of a mound is like a 15-foot hill. It's like nothing. And also the entire architecture is different. The settlement is built sort of like a hill fort, but it's made out of bright red brick rather than traditional Mythosian construction materials. The walls are also shorter. They're only about 10 feet high, and they're very slanted, to the point where if you were really trying, someone could probably scramble up the walls like on foot if they were like, you know, on hand and leg. They could probably do it. It's a really steep slope, but it's possible. Beyond the walls, the buildings within the settlement are made of like logs, and you don't even know where they're getting logs, but more like traditional construction materials. They also have stucco houses, which fell out of fashion in the Empire centuries ago. And the central keep of the settlement, which is what they seem to be leading you to, is basically a glorified longhouse. Not like an imperial governor would be embarrassed to be in this, much less the emperor, and this seems to be the center of government of their entire state. And as you guys approach the gatehouse, which is like just a big door, it's like 8 feet tall. Like that's not even, from your guys' perspective, when you've seen these great Mythosian cities, that's not even a gate, that's just a door. And it opens up in ready like preparation for your arrival. Their version of like a city guard or city watch, you don't know what the proper term for these Tabrashans is, but they look like Imperial Legionnaires. They're wearing, you know, more hand-me-downs, chainmail and spears and shields. They look like they're wearing like Southern Legion surplus almost, because it's really beat up. Some of them have crossbows. You don't see any firearms on these guys though. And you head past them, and news of your arrival seems to have spread by those first two people who spotted you, because there are it's not like people lined the city streets in preparation for you. It's just when people are going about their daily business and they see Mythosians, they stop and stare, especially at Maximus, since he's like a walking disco ball. And
let's go.
They sort of just follow behind. And as you travel through the city, your cart and the five of you get a procession of about 80 or so people following behind you. And a couple of kids run alongside. And one of the members of your escort, who has very bad Mythosian skills, will say to Maximus and Mythos and say, give them Juriki, coin.
I'll hold up some copper.
Yeah, he nods.
All right. I'll scatter like 50 copper total over the course of our walk to the children.
The kids will go for it. This is an activity for children below the age of 10. The average Tabrashan citizen isn't like doing that.
Yes, I gathered.
But yeah, the kids will run around and pick up the copper coins and run back to their parents and show it. And the parents are like, wow, very cool. Very proud of you.
Can I sleight of hand a kid a gold?
Oh my god.
You're going to get that kid jumped.
You can do this, but I will warn you that if anyone ever finds that out, that kid is going to have severe problems in his life.
Oh.
Why?
I say this only because every other, like the rest of the party has learned of this through experience, basically. Putting that much money in the hand of a person, like they can't break it down unless they go through a money changer, so they're just gonna have to spend a gold somewhere, which is $1,000.
Would a money changer like interrogate them on how they even got
Probably not. Money changers don't really care. They get 30% either way.
I didn't know if they were like, oh, you obviously stole this small child. I'm just confiscating the whole gold.
No, the Department of Coin would do that, but the Money Changers Guild won't. So
I won't do that then.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys head through the city streets, and it is the warmest welcome you've ever had in an imperial city. Like technically it's not the Empire, but either way, it's the warmest welcome you've had in a city. And you are led through the streets up towards that large longhouse, just sort of like a reinforced building. There is a small little century of soldiers formed up outside the building, and it's like, now this is no longer just the former soldiers. For all of you, it's kind of cute, because it's like 80 men formed up into a square wearing a bunch of Mythosian hand-me-downs with like all the trappings of a Mythosian legion. They have the little flag, they have the little horn bearer. It's like, it's a little baby imperial century, but it's all hand-me-down equipment, and the formation isn't quite right. There's a bunch of little flaws, but it's close enough. And this little unit seems to have formed up in preparation for your arrival, and as you head through the gates into the central courtyard surrounding this large reinforced house, the leader, the centurion of this little unit, will, have them go through drill maneuvers. He'll have a little horn blow and a little banner wave, and the little unit, moves side to side, sort of like does a little like walk about in the little courtyard, and the knight who escorted you here, after they're done, will give you all a look like this is where you're supposed to clap. Do you clap?
Yeah, clap.
All right. We get a pity clap from Maximus. We get a pity clap from Zednius. That's good. Do we get any other pity claps?
I'll give
Let's
a clap.
fucking go. Yeah, they all clap.
On a scale of like Afghan Army to Marine Corps drill team, where are they sitting at?
Like a 5.
All right.
It's not. Yeah, it's not good. It's not as bad as that one. They're not doing jumping jacks, but it's also not good. And at around this point, after all this pomp and circumstance is completed, the doors to this reinforced wooden building will open up, and a man will step outside, and he looks incredibly fancy. Like everyone you've seen here, the people of this city look the same as any other Mithdosian city. You literally could not distinguish them. The soldiers here, frankly, there's just like underpaid legionnaires. But the guy who exits this, he looks Tabrashan. He has a long mustache which stretches past his jawline, almost to the base of his neck. He wears these layers of furs. You don't even know what some of those furs are, but some of them you recognize as like a beaver pelt is sort of draped around his shoulders. A large bear pelt forms his shirt. It looks super scratchy and uncomfortable, but he wears it. And this guy also has a large, some sort of bird, like a pheasant hat with a feather stretching out of it. He looks like what you picture a Tabrashan, a traditional Tabrashan looking like from like a century ago. And
so I wrote the description down of this guy as he would look Tabrashan.
Yeah, this guy looks Tabrashan. And the person marches forward, and he's got a bit of girth to him, and he stops, 30 feet from the rest of you and says, "Greetings. Which one of you is the Tribunus?" And this is in
None of us.
He left.
And who did he leave in charge?
Me.
You have a writ to that effect.
No.
Do you have a mark of identification?
I will hold up my what is it?
Judge's badge.
What? Yeah, my badge, my judge's badge.
Pulaski, have you checked it?
And he looks at the man who brought you to the city, and the man nods.
It looks legitimate, Chancellor.
Chancellor will slowly nod.
You could check the glyphs on the cargo if that proves any sort of more legitimacy.
Well,
I'm sure you'll tell me all about it. But for now, we should see what made it here in one piece.
And he'll walk over to the back of the cart. 2 attendants are following him. One of them has a little piece of paper that they're writing something down on. And he approaches the back of the cart. You guys all sort of crowd around him. He opens up the rearmost chest. Within, you see gems, platinum coins, and gold piled to the top of the chest. This must be tens of millions, maybe even hundreds of millions of pence in value in this one chest.
can I have you go ahead and touch that second one?
Yeah, he'll, hop up onto the back of the cart, lift up the chest. A little glyph sort of sizzles, but it opens up with no problem.
All right.
And he says,
Well, your Department of Civility would have my head if I didn't go through and make sure that the full amount that was allotted got here. I also need to, of course, message the Tribunus. Lots of paperwork to be done. You Mithdosians love your paperwork. So, while all that does, I'm sure you had a rough ride across the plains.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, then you can join me at my home. I've had Mithdosian coffee imported. I know you love your coffees. And some tea if you'd like some more traditional Tabrashan drink. It'll take a couple of hours to sort through all of this. I see no reason why to not go there now.
I'll nod.
I'm just
Let's
excited
do it
the
then.
idea of Mithdosian coffee.
Yeah,
Well,
coffee.
I suppose introductions are underway. I mean, I'm the Chancellor. My name is Mizgo Boli.
and he extends a hand to probably Maximus, is closest to where he is.
No, I'll shake his hand.
And-
Maximus Titus.
Maximus Titus. That's too few names.
Maximus Titus Gaius Ignea. get tired of saying it all sometimes.
You have no complaints from me here. If you just wish to say two. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Lord Judge, and I'm sure I'll get to know the rest of you. Pulaski, you can deal with the inquest and the rest of this. Make sure the prince signs off on the paperwork. Last time we delayed, the Department of Coin demanded we redo the entire count. Now, he hops off the cart. Let us go. You can tie up your horses in the stable. My home is not big enough for 5 horses.
Okie
right.
dokie.
Let's get it done.
You guys head over to a stable within this courtyard and tie up your horses. While the Tabrashans, even within the Mithdosian culture, you have a lot of negative stereotypes about Tabrashans. Their treatment of horses is not one of them. They are expert riders. Even if you dislike them, the Tabrashans have been riding horses longer than the Mithdosian Empire has existed, longer than the Regian Republic has existed. They've been doing it for a very, very long time. So the stable hands will instantly, they'll recognize Mickey as a pretty unique horse, but they'll, pet the coat of the other ones and try to treat them well. They'll take off Mickey's horse armor so he can, just breathe a little bit better. And you guys will exit. Yeah.
What happened to Nami?
Nami was left in the Empire.
Did she get repossessed or?
Who knows? You guys would have to go do
Maybe the
significant
guy
levels
that
of
got
research.
she got stolen from.
Maybe she
got her
finally
back.
got returned to the guy we stole her from.
Wait, that's Nami? Holy
That
shit.
is Nami, the white horse stolen from a guy in session 1.
You guys did that guy dirty. I remember shaking. I physically shook my head at that while I was watching that video. That was so fucked up.
You guys
I
exit
wasn't
the
there for that. Not my fault.
exit the courtyard and you head out into the city proper. You are led to a large home. It's about the same size as a Mithdosian villa, but it's nothing alike in terms of architecture. It's a longhouse, basically. And the man, Boli, along with... but his attendants are left to go count all those coins and tally up the total amount brought to Lubel. And you guys head inside the entryway of the home. He, slams his boots into a rough fur carpet and then takes them off, so he's just barefooted inside of his home. And then he steps into the sort of
that's how it's
large
supposed
wooden
to be.
interior.
People that wear shoes indoors are weird.
Very, very true.
So y'all are, cleaning off your boots and taking them off, and your gauntlets and your greaves and et cetera, all that shit.
That's a lot of work. No.
It is a lot of work, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
do that.
lol.
Okay, well, Maximus, you start to walk into the entryway, and the Chancellor turns around and just looks at you.
Oh, pardon me, and I'll go back and take the fuck off.
you begin the 10-minute process of disarming, and some of you can disarm much quicker than 10 minutes, so Maximus is the last one to join, but the longhouse is about 100 feet long, and there's little cloth partitions that make separate rooms within it. But he leads you guys to the central one. A middle-aged woman, as well as a couple younger boys, like late teens, will come out and set up a little tea setup along with some coffee. They don't do it the same as they're made in Mythdosia. They're just steeping it like tea, which is not how you would ever do it in a coffee house, but that's how they do it. And
Wait,
they
can
have...
I explain it to them? Can I backseat coffee them?
You could try. Unfortunately, they don't even have the contraptions that you use. Like, they don't have little filtered metal pieces or anything like that. They just have a cup and coffee grounds.
Severus is beving right now.
They also have really chocolate nibs here, which is a very common snack in this city, at least. A lot of fishy food, and a whole feast is prepared by the time Maximus gets to the center of the room.
Oh, good.
And Bully will like to hear the details of your journey, but we don't need to go over it too much. As you conclude and tell him about the ambush and all that stuff, he'll nod and say,
It's an unfortunate thing, but such things happen. I hope you also enjoy this food. Such a feast is actually quite costly due to the privations of war, but the prince ordered that you be treated as well as possible.
Thank
Delicious.
you for your hospitality.
Of course, we love our great allies, the Mithdosians.
I'll be sure to eat as much of his money as I humanly can.
yeah, it's a lot of fish-based food, which is funny because you didn't see any water in the city, so you don't even know where the fuck they're getting these. But you know that somewhere to the north is Mithras, which is a giant fucking internal sea, basically. So they must be importing this from the sea to the north. But it's not within line of sight of the city, so it's a bit costly. Either way, it's good. They definitely know how to cook a fish here. They have 15 different ways to cook the exact same type of fish, which is trout. They also have a salmon here, which is nice and fatty and tasty. You don't have those in Mythdosia. There is also horse meat, which you guys eat that in Mithdosica, but that's a thing that you eat when like you're all gonna die of starvation. That's a lot more common here.
I will.
They have horse meat jerky
that.
as well, which I know that, you know, would that tempt him?
I'm not eating horse meat.
All right, you don't
It's
eat
not
horse
happening.
meat.
I am.
Yeah,
sure, I'll
I mean,
try
it's good. Like, it's just meat. People can cook meat pretty well. Yeah, the coffee is not good compared to Mithdosian coffee. It's the same grounds, but preparation is the thing. The Tabrashan tea is very spicy. It's like almost like cayenne. It just sort of like burns when you drink it. And do you have any questions for the Chancellor while you're here?
What's all that money used for? Is that for running the kingdom, for the war effort?
No, it's a gift to the prince.
I see.
You see,
For his continued loyalty, I imagine.
no, you make it sound like it's a shakedown operation. We're loyal
Simply,
allies to Mithdosica, but seeing as, well, I'm sure you heard about the disastrous battle at Slat-Batosk. There were 5,000 people from Lubel there. Brave
Yeah,
soldiers of our principality.
That was my former legion.
A tragedy. So it's only fair that, just like your legionnaires' family members will receive compensation, the prince received compensation for the lives of his men.
Oh, I see.
Plus, friends are good, and at the moment, Mithdosica doesn't have many friends on the plains.
No, that we do not. For the best, I suppose.
And what about you? Why have Imperial judges come this far east?
Escorting the convoy.
It seems a menial task.
Imperial judges are now located out of Narcia.
Seems to pay off.
Well, either way, it was good that you were there, I suppose. I wouldn't want to see that much money in the hands of the Son of the Dragon. He could raise a small
No.
army for that amount.
Certainly not.
How much did they tell you about what you were transporting?
Nothing.
Classic Mithdosians. No.
About told us not to touch it, and about it.
And who it's for, of course.
I'm surprised they don't even
Yes.
trust their own judges.
Well,
Well,
there was kind of a hiccup in the past. That's being mended currently, but
I will just look at him.
Yeah, about a little bit later in the dinner, as you're wrapping up the food, one of the accountants will come over and inform the Chancellor that the count is completed. All the money is there.
It's missing
All-
2 pence.
No. Luckily, it's all there. 250 million pence has been successfully transferred.
Jesus.
yeah,
We could have
not
ran
quite a
off with that.
small job.
We should have done. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
The Chancellor has nothing else to do. You guys are offered to stay the night at his home if you'd like to spend the night in Lubel.
As opposed to
On the
Riding
road?
back to Nauseous.
what time is it?
It's about 4 in the afternoon. You'd be riding through the night and then camping on the plains.
Let's
You know,
stay the
sleep
night
here.
Cool.
That sounds.
Yeah, I mean, just to be clear, what you said about the bribe, that absolutely is what it is. Lubelski is like, hey, the Mithdosian Empire is looking weak right now. Give us $250 million.
Yeah. That's,
And the Empire's like, man, fine, whatever. It's also not the first time because he's like, oh, the Department of Coin doesn't like this. So clearly they've been bribed before. So maybe they're not the best allies to Mithdosian.
well.
Either
If
way.
you want to do a war
is-
on the plains, you gotta have allies on the plains, I guess.
There you
Gotta
go.
keep them loyal somehow.
But yeah, you guys can enjoy the Chancellor's hospitality. He's a very affable affable man. He'll be happy to answer any further questions you think of. You'll be sleeping in a separate partition in his house, and the city will be on high alert just in case, now that they know that there's cavalry in the area. The walls of this city are not designed to repel an assault in that way, so raids could happen in the city. So the city is on high alert. And yeah, you guys spend the night here. No incidents take place. Do you guys want to explore the city? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask him if he needs anything from us before we head out.
Yeah, there's any matters we could
No,
maybe
my
help
good
with.
friends have already given us more than enough.
I'll nod.
I actually get a commission.
Is that so?
I don't know how you Mythosians and your bureaucrats function, but here in the princedom, the rewards of the prince's chancellors are rewarded based on the revenue they bring in for the principality.
All we were saying is you're getting a cut of
your
those
commission?
250 million pence.
It's not quite that much. If it was 50 million pence, we'd be having a much larger party. But it is a couple of million.
That is still
I'll nod. No. I'm very, very happy
life-changing
for you.
amount.
Well, maybe for other people. This is... We'll see. Either way, if there's anything you need, feel free to let me know.
Thank you.
Does Lubel's trade in magic items at all?
Of course.
Are these within the Imperial economy or are they outside?
Of course they're not in the imperial economy. There is no Department of Magic. I understand what you're asking. You don't have to go through the Department of Magic auction system here. I spent a couple of years in the Empire
Yes.
myself, back when I was studying in a
That's what
symposium.
I'm asking.
Unfortunately, though, I have bad news, which is that you'd have to speak to our Archmage, who's currently at Kujva with the rest of our army.
Unfortunate. I've been trying to get my hands on a magic bow for a long time now, but it's honestly at this point, even if I find it, I'll probably not be able to afford it. It's
I
more of a
understand the bureaucracy is
chasing
very
that
painful.
white whale.
When I was in Symposium, it was during the Third Boyars Revolt, and I was studying in Nausius, and I wanted to get home to Lubel, check in on my family, make sure that none of my people I knew had sided with the rebels, and I applied to get a travel visa so that I wouldn't be killed by some passing legionary patrol. And by the time it was approved, the Boyars Revolt was over.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
about
that's.
right. Oh,
But
didn't the
the
revolt only
bureaucracy
last, like,
moves
3 months?
slow.
Sure, it only lasted 3 months, but for 3 months I didn't know if some fool cousin of mine had gotten himself killed.
Well, that's a good point, I suppose. Alright.
So you do also have the whole evening, so do any of you want to explore Lubo, or are you all sleepy from your journey?
I'll go explore Lubol.
What are you looking for?
Is this guy's place so extravagant that it seems like that amount of money is like a drop in the bucket for him?
From a Mythosian perspective, this guy does not look particularly wealthy because you're used to, like, your estate, which you don't even know the price tag of it. You don't actually know because you never asked Olius how much it cost. Or you're used to, like, governor's palaces. So in comparison to those, no, this is very shabby. But it is the nicest house outside of the, like, main castle that you've seen in the whole city. He's probably the second wealthiest man in the whole princedom.
Number one would be the prince, I presume.
Probably. Considering, notably, when he was talking about the payment thing, Mythosia does pay the families of their dead soldiers. You guys just paid the prince. You didn't give money to, like, the dead Lubelski families or whatever. You just gave money to the prince for the death of, like, people in his princedom. So it's not like the prince is distributing that wealth to, like, mourning families. He's just keeping it.
He's mourning about all of his families. They were his family too.
Yes, there it is.
Also, if you do the math, you guys paid him something like 50 gold a head. I mean, something like that, because it's 5,000 dead, 250 million paid. It's an absurd. I mean, I don't know if you can assign a price to human life, but it's a lot of money. Either way.
50,000? I mean, the army today pays less than that, or pays
Sure,
way more than that.
but
Sorry, way more.
This also isn't like your own people. This is just some random like fucking allied
Mhm.
state.
That's a
I
good
was
point,
gonna say,
suppose.
does the army pay to like allies in
Yeah.
Afghanistan?
That I don't know.
know.
That I don't know.
But yeah, Prometheus, you walk through the city and you notice something incredible during your little walkabout. You see a cannon. Mythosia doesn't really have these. Technically, you've heard of cannons being put on Mythosian warships, but you've never seen them on land. But you see in this little Tabrashan settlement, which by all other standards is relatively backwards compared to Mythosia, you see that they have cannons all along the outer wall of their city. And the reason why they have that like sloped wall design is because that resists cannonballs. It's not good against like forced assault on a city, but it won't get destroyed in literally one shot by a cannon like a Mythosian wall would. So this city could probably handle getting pounded for months by cannon fire and not have its wall break.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're more advanced in at least that regard.
Is that why we've been getting BTFO'd on the planes for the
One of
past
many
7 months?
reasons. One of many, many, many reasons. Yeah, any fort that the Mythosians try to hold it falls very rapidly, whereas it takes them months and months and months to siege it because the Tabrashans use cannons. Yeah, other than that, Lubel is, despite its architecture, a remarkably normal city. You hear snippets of Common, snippets of Mythos, mostly Tabrashan. The people here are relatively normal. The city looks honestly better off than Nasius because they don't have like tens of thousands of refugees swarming the city that they don't have the infrastructure to take care of. So there's no like large ghettos in Lubel
Yet.
yet. Yeah, it's honestly looking better than you would think a city could do after 6 years of consistent war. Lubelski has been losing, just like Mythosia have. You don't even know the number of people that must have died in this war, but it doesn't show in the capital. The capital of Lubelski is looking chill as hell.
Well. All right.
Yeah, eventually you wander your way back to the nobleman's house. His sons are playing with wooden swords in a courtyard next to the manor. A couple of these like faux Lubelski legionnaires are patrolling the city streets.
But they're playing with wooden swords.
Yeah,
I want to go over to them and
they're like late teens, just to establish expectations.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to like show them some moves, like
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they
show
practice.
them some like cool tricks. They'll feel cool.
Yeah, they practice Tabrashan dueling, which is a wholly different art form to Mythosian dueling. So they can show you some stuff, you can show them some stuff. They only have 2 dueling stances, whereas Mythosian dueling has like 15 stances with like preset moves. So you guys can exchange notes in that regard.
In fact, I think. Wait. Okay, every young teenager that's into this kind of shit loves this. I'm gonna try to teach them how to throw knives.
Yeah, they'll be on board with that.
Yeah, I'm sure they fucking will.
Yeah, they've been taught already how to throw javelins, but you can show them the knife angle of it. And they'll be more than happy to learn. They speak kind of mythos. Their father's been trying to teach it to them, but their accent's still very thick. Their common's perfectly fine, though. Yeah, eventually, you guys all retire for the evening. And I just want to check in with Grania. What are we doing today? You're in a strange new place.
What's happening?
Doesn't really remind you of Pelty, but it is on the plains, technically. What do you think about these Tabrashans? What do you think about what took place earlier in the day? How's she feeling?
I think she didn't mind if she was just gonna assist in getting information, but definitely what Severus did put a bad, even a worse stain on Severus in her mind. Beyond that, I don't think she'd really do anything here specific. If there is a place to go to, it either end up being park or library.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have neither of those in Lubel.
Fringe.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys also turn over the prisoner, but that's like a footnote. It's the same as counting the coins. It's just a thing that happens when you arrive to the city. Cool. You guys get a short rest. You can take all the benefits accordingly. It's a nice and safe city. And the following morning, you will all be awoken to the smell of spiced tea, butchered coffee, and some nice fish breakfast with oats. Yeah.
In this town, since they have cannons here, do they also have like guns?
They don't really know. They have hand cannons, but not many handheld firearms.
Hand cannon? What's a hand cannon?
It's a very, very, very large bore firearm. Like, very inaccurate, high misfire chance, but it does a lot of damage when it hits.
Okay, because in my mind, when I hear hand cannon, I think of revolver.
Oh,
But that's
no,
definitely
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. I'll put a image in the Discord.
What is stopping them from getting guns from like I don't even know what kind of guns are around.
Resources, right?
They import them. That's why. That's the limiting factor.
Yeah, they're probably really expensive to import.
Yeah, cannons are kind of cheap because cannons have been around for about 50 years in different parts of the world. Handheld firearms like muskets and such, though, are a relatively new invention, and you burn through a fuck ton of gunpowder if you try to equip a whole unit with it, which means you're paying in the Al-Seranian gunpowder monopoly. So you're going to be paying like absurd quantities for gunpowder. Whereas if you're firing a cannonball once every, whatever, it's less painful than having a whole unit of hand cannoneers or arquebusiers or whatever.
Imagine how much money one could
acquire a
get for
pistol.
500 pounds of gunpowder.
Lots, especially here.
Absurd amounts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, here all they have is cannons imported from the Delian League and barrels upon barrels upon barrels of gunpowder purchased from Al-Sirah, ready for a siege
Wait,
whenever it comes.
Wait, do they have grenades then?
They have some, like, basically the Chancellor, when you ask these questions, he'll point you off towards the castellan of the city's defense, which is Boyar Polanski. And Polanski will explain that they have some that they purchased from the Delian League, but they don't like equipping soldiers with it because they largely do peasant levies, and those people will blow their arm off or other people's arms off, and they just don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I could acquire a grenade, maybe.
Yeah, he'll give you one for the road for free.
Hog.
How
much does that weigh?
The stats in the firearms section. I think they're like a pound. I don't remember. I'll pull it up.
Okay, if you have the firearm section, I'll find it there.
Oh, it's in the explosives section.
Explosives, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It weighs 1 pound. Yeah, 1 pound.
Is it the bomb or
It's the bomb,
grenade?
yeah. Bomba.
Brutal seething and coping.
Grenade.
So it's not like a fragmentation grenade.
No. It's just stuffed with powder, and it just sort of does a big puff, like a little explosion of flame, and then it's gone.
That's why it's so light. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's 1,500 normally. That's for free. I'm pogging.
They're your allies.
Yeah. That'll come in handy at some point, I hope.
You know what's even better? You don't have to sign a document to check it out.
Yo!
Wait, it does fire damage. Interesting.
Yeah, it just blows up in like a ball of fire, and then it disappears.
I would expect it to be the bludgeoning.
Nah. So yeah, you guys, your horses will be delivered to you, or I guess you can make your way to the stables. They're looking much nicer. They were heavily brushed down, all the blood and dirt and grass particles and pollen removed from their fur and mane. They were even given a bit of like scented like perfume, so they smell kind of nice. And when you guys mount
That's
up,
awful.
maybe for
Doesn't
the
that like
horses,
really
but
fuck with
Sebastian's
their
like it.
instincts?
Yeah, probably. Boyar Polanski will mount up with his patrol, and they will guide you out of the city and 10 miles to the west, and then, good fucking luck from there. It's funny because, like...
Those...
Yeah?
Do we have those Optios still?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep. They did not stay in the Chancellor's Manor. They were given different accommodations, but they did remain in the city. And it's funny because Lubelski is not huge, but it is like a relatively big area. it feels almost like the prince has no control outside of the city, or at least limited control. He's like, yeah, 10 miles, you're safe. But like outside of there, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
which is
no,
not
what?
how Mythdosia would react to that.
It's
If
the Wild
Mythdosia
West
heard,
out here.
yeah, if Mythdosia heard there was a raid on one of their convoys in their territory, that's like you're deploying a whole legion to go murder like every fucking bandit who did that. Very, very different reactions to 30 men being murdered. But yeah,
What's the strength inside the city?
the number of soldiers.
Yeah, I guess.
You saw, throughout that little display show for you, as well as troops on the walls, only about 300 men.
If they were to get, what was the other town that got just taken over? Like Patricia or something?
Slatbatosk?
Slatbatosk.
Oh, Patricia was the Mythosian city that was raided, if that's what you were asking.
Sure, yeah. So if a raiding party was sent here, is 300 a reasonable amount to hold it off?
A raiding party? Yes. Like a full attack by the Son of the Dragon? Probably not.
Okay.
But like the raiding party that hit Patricia was a bunch of light mounted cavalry, and that would be, you just couldn't raid the city doing that. You'd have to get on foot at some point to scramble up the walls, which would allow the defenders to shoot you with cannon and rock and burning oil and all the other things. Yeah, you guys ride out onto the plains, away from the comforts of a pleasant little Mythosian ally, one of formerly many, now one of two. And you start to ride westward. There's only 7 of you now. 2 Optios who have healed up from their traumatic experience on the plains. And you guys, you're all on horseback. The Optios left a lot of horses in Lubel, and they managed to get receipts from the Chancellor that they're going to deliver to the Department of War. Even in, near-death situations, they maintain their Mythosian love for bureaucracy. And
Based.
as you guys ride west, it's going to take a couple of days to head through Lubelski. Since you're no longer with the caravan, it's going to take a lot less time than it was before. Oh, and last thing before we move on from this, when you are leaving Lubel, you will see a man hanging from the gatehouse. It is the prisoner you delivered. He was almost immediately hung. Yeah, they did not keep him.
Didn't
But
even
yeah.
keep him for fun.
They did not. No, they did not keep him for
Good God.
And you guys continue to travel westward. It's empty out here. Very, very empty. The Optios aren't much use for guidance at this point because you just go west, and eventually you'll hit Mythdosia. There's literally there's no skill to it at all. You just go west until you hit Mythdosia. And as we are traveling, I'm going to bring us to this map, and I'd like to talk about our marching order. So move your tokens around accordingly. How are we moving across the plains and our way back? Oh, that's for... Those aren't supposed to be there. That's for later.
Severus, do you want to swap with me so I could get the back?
Oh yeah, I was gonna go to.
I pulled all the horses. Didn't mean to.
Oh
No.
God! Oh no!
Is
no,
the
I
front
took-
up, Alex?
The front can be wherever you want it to be.
The hell did my horse
see.
go?
Oh, it's in the
Oh,
front.
no.
Should be up, and Granny
Oh,
should
shit.
probably be swapping
I'll
with
go in-
Maximus.
I'll go in the front.
Yeah.
Go in the back.
I should swap with a guard.
Here? Question mark? Like here?
Okay, if there was a
Right, a little bit.
direction we would expect attacks more from, would it be like east or like we're going west, so north or south?
I don't know how to answer that question.
I mean, the front is the
West.
north or top. What?
While we're getting ready, I want to gather everybody around and
Yeah,
tell
I don't
them how great it is that we all made it and we're all together and it's good, and then give everybody, what is it?
Inspiring leader.
Inspiring leader, yeah. I'm not giving the whole. I
Inspiring
didn't
leader.
write up a speech. I just
So
am worried
inspiring.
he might be killed.
No, you will talk for 10 minutes and it will be inspiring.
You guys got this. And iterations
hold
of
a
that for
speech
10
now.
straight minutes. It's temporary my level plus my charisma mod, so 9 because I'm not level 10 yet, plus 5, 14. Everybody has 14 extra temp HP.
Let's go.
Gee, that's based.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's like a level and a bit.
Nice.
Cool. Are we happy with our lineup here?
Wait. Does Inspire need to apply to horses?
No,
I
because there's
don't
only
think
6
so.
creatures.
Understand me.
It could apply to a horse. It's just you only have 6.
It says creatures that can understand me.
Oh, it does say
Oh,
understand
6,
you?
so-
Rip.
Ah.
And
Reddit
only
may
6
could have
in
held,
that 10
held
minutes.
the
If I
most.
took 20, I could do another 10. I mean, it doesn't wear off until the short rest is over, right? That's how temp HP is.
Yep.
Yes.
It would just take twice as long.
Wait, normally it's long rest, but I assume in Halcon's world it makes more sense to be short.
So we good? We got everyone has their temp HP. What's the number?
14.
14.
Alrighty. Well, you guys travel westward with Maximus leading the formation, Primius at the rear, Severus off to the side being quirky, and the rest of you spread out like that. And
Being quirky.
I mean, yeah. So
Are we moving at 60?
indeed.
Or okay.
So that evening, at around 5 p.m.,
Oh, fuck, dude.
you guys make camp with the 7 of you. The Optios don't speak much. Had a rough time. This is like their villain backstory. All their friends were murdered.
You mean the hero backstory, right?
No. And as you guys are sitting here, you see 2 glowing eyes in the distance in the darkness.
What color glowing?
Pale green.
That is not the same color
That's not the right color.
Prometheus.
Alex, am I
with the Jade Lady either.
wearing my armor?
Yes, you have not gone to sleep yet.
Let's go. Okay.
Is there
There's
a
a
Hellion
pale-
that's green?
Yeah,
That'd be the
there
only
is.
one.
There's a pale green glow. What's going
Pale
on?
green. 2 eyeballs.
There's a new paladin / cleric on a horse that's coming at us, and his eyes aren't the right color.
On a horse? Question mark.
Oh,
Based
was
on
it?
the
I've
eyes,
heard-
yeah, based on their elevation from the ground, it does seem like a horse is involved by some
Are they
degree.
coming closer?
Not at the moment, no.
Have I heard of any religion that? What is it?
There are so many religions with green eyes that is actually too long of a list to go through.
There's only like 2 that
Jade Lady, right?
we just need the one that's Hellion, and that's the only one we care about. The other ones we would have to try to kill, right?
I mean, there's Jade Lady, there's
Question mark?
the Nature Spirits, there is, I believe it's,
Yeah, but Jade Lady is
I
like
am.
evil for us.
yeah, they're terrorists. This is true.
For Mythdosia,
Yeah,
anyway.
They are well, what do you mean? Also for us.
Wait,
I
That's
will.
what I mean, like, this campaign, they're bad guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up and start walking over to meet this guy.
Well, this is like hundreds of feet
that's-
off, maybe a mile off in the darkness. The only reason
Very
you can see
bad
it is because
idea.
it's 2 glowing lights like in the dead of night. So it's like a lantern.
He would
well in
also
the
have
distance.
2 glowing lights.
Correct. You guys are
Yeah.
very visible as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand 20 feet away to from
See.
the camp and just
Okay.
meet his gaze.
Sure. Yeah, you just stare off into the darkness. You can. I mean, from this distance, you can see the lights like looking like side to side. Like
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in the directions that aren't him.
you just see
How
darkness.
far? How many miles away is it?
It's probably not any more than a mile, maybe less than a mile, to be honest.
I'm gonna have Hagal go up there.
Sure, that takes a
Yeah,
long
what
time
I-
to do, so we don't need to go over this because things are gonna happen before then.
I'm gonna go light a torch and get on Mickey with it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright.
Let me do some things real
Are
quick.
you preparing for battle or fleeing, Maximus?
Alright, go back
The second
Right.
one first, and then well, those 2 things come hand in hand for me. If I do one, I do the other.
Nice.
I'm gonna get off to like
I
the
do-
side.
I do fight from
Since it's
horseback.
nighttime, right?
It
Yeah,
is
that's why I
nighttime,
asked
yeah.
for.
So I'm gonna get into like a dark place.
What is a dark place? Like a tent?
His
Getting
Is
this
there like,
pre-work.
any bushes?
No. It's grass, as far as the eye can see.
Right, I probably shouldn't be by myself, so
Any,
I'm probably
like,
gonna like stand close to Granny and Zednius to make it harder to attack us.
Any place where like the ground is maybe a bit lower or something?
Yes.
Like a ditch?
Yeah.
That'll work.
All right.
And I'll have my bow ready to shoot this guy if he comes into range.
Sure.
No, I'm not going to shoot him as soon as he comes into range, but I'll be ready in case
Okay.
it's
So
necessary.
you guys are clustered all around your camp, with the one exception of Maximus, who's on his horse, like a couple feet away.
Seems that way.
Or how close? How close?
Yeah, how
together is
close
everyone?
should we be clustered?
I don't
if
know.
They,
You guys
what if they
decide.
launch a fireball at us?
Well,
I don't think Grania ever wants to be
I'm
within
gonna-
like 60
I'm gonna-
feet of me.
I'm gonna
So-
trot off a little bit until I'm like, let's see. So the light would extend 30 feet, another 30 feet, 60 feet away from the rest of the camp, and I'm gonna peer into the darkness.
the darkness
If
pays
you want,
back.
Primius, if you want to, is it just no? We have two guys, so if Primius, if you want to feel safe standing next to those two guys, you can. But I'm gonna be back a bit because I don't want to.
Okay, yeah.
Alrighty. And then we have Severus in a slight depression. Okay. So, the glowing eyes remain there. You guys are ready? They're looking in the distance. And, Grania, do you want to be positioned as far from the eyes as possible, like on the opposite side of the camp? Pause, champ.
Grania?
Oh wait, is he pissing? He did say BRB bathroom.
He did say
That was ages
restroom,
ago.
but it's been yeah.
I guess he's still pissing. Well, then I'm gonna assume that's where Granny is.
Let him piss.
Let him piss. Then it'll be Zednius. You hear the sound of like something clopping against the grass. It comes from the opposite side of the camp as to where the eyes are glowing. And then from basically pitch blackness, the eyes begin to get closer, and then light breaks out as a number of torches fill the area. The glowing eyes at this point, because they were riding closer when you first heard that clopping noise, are now pretty close, and we're going to move to the battle map.
Oh god.
Holding the torches is a number of knights, and the paladin with glowing eyes is approaching from the left. So let's roll into initiative.
Okay, all right. I
You're
wasn't
back,
wasn't
just- we're
100
getting,
wasn't 100% sure, but
We're getting
He hadn't said
murdered.
roll
with
addition
Virginia.
Surrounded.
yeah, but we're surrounded most of the time.
We're getting ambushed.
Based.
I know, but what was the situation? What happened? Like, they just showed up
There was
We're
a
surrounded,
bird
there's a
with
large
glowing
force of enemies.
eyes, and then all of a sudden I heard a bunch of horses, and now we're surrounded.
Also, Dota, if you'd like to
I know we're
reposition your
gonna have
token,
one
feel
initiative.
free since you weren't here.
Okay. I reposition it off the
Oh,
map.
Yeah, my ass is gonna go run up to this horse, dimension door off the map.
That's
I
not
know.
even that far.
Good luck, guys.
That's not even that far,
on.
bro. On foot, they'll just
Yeah,
run
not,
you
yeah,
down.
not on the
That's why I'm
plains.
sitting with the horse.
Yeah, but you can't dimension door a horse, right?
Yes, I can.
You
Why
can?
can't I?
You can
Or
teleport
because it's
other creatures?
large.
I thought
Let
you
me.
could only teleport
Yeah,
yourself.
you.
Put it in chat.
Yourself and one
You can
other
teleport a
thing.
willing creature.
It might be too big. I don't know. My size are smaller.
You could,
yeah.
yeah.
I guess I can't bring the horse.
It's true.
Hegel, carry me.
I
Good,
mean,
you can't
could-
flee.
you could
You'll be
try.
okay.
But if your
You'll be
size
alright.
is smaller, so what if you're like a giant? Holy.
Then you can.
Yes.
Yeah, if you were large size,
cool.
then yes, you could.
All right. Are all? Oh, I need to roll for your Optios. I hope all of you are in initiative, though.
Yes.
Boop. And
So is Hegel back, or is he gone
No,
really
let me
far
add him
away?
to the
Okay.
map. Let me add him to the map. He does actually. Oh, I will say, dude, little Hetegal just like stealing Maximus's kills the entire other fight was very funny. Just
Oh yeah, that was funny.
and Maximus just forgetting to bring it up. This little fucking demon creature killing people. All right. Red Knights are acting first. Oh, you do all have 14 temp HP due to. Oh no, Dota has that. Okay. These knights are gonna ride into here, and there's going to be a singular lance attack against Zenius. Oh no, two lance attacks. Never mind. Boom,
Oh my
boom.
god.
Oh, God,
Miss
wrong one.
hit.
Here we go.
All right, you take 5 piercing damage.
Wait, I basically had an attack ready at this point.
Yes, but you
Can
said
I
the guy with
let it
glowing
go?
eyes very clearly.
Okay. Okay.
Which
he
I
within
think you
range?
could do that at disadvantage, right? From your distance.
Let me check.
Oh, it's one of these guys, the guys with glowing eyes?
Yeah.
Is he? Oh, I see.
No.
He's different.
I didn't
Alright,
realize
I
they
got
were
it.
that close.
They weren't, but then they started riding closer.
Crossbow,
He has a-
80
he has
feet.
a
Okay,
different
if he's
token.
within 80 feet, I'll shoot at him. But since he's not.
Ew, they made the
Ah,
It's different.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they did. It looks.
Did he? His horse moved 5 feet within my range.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my opportunity attack to attack his horse.
Okay.
Kill it.
There's no way to go back
that-
the old way this looks.
No.
Is
they
that
disabled
one
the old
attack
way.
or 2 attacks?
It's one attack.
All right, cool, got you.
Beta features. Wait, no, that's.
It's not
total
beta
count.
anymore. It's just
Wham.
the UI.
25.
That hits.
What a fucked up
All right,
day.
wham, a 17.
Holy.
Cool. It's bloody.
That doesn't kill, right?
Nope.
But
Wait, this was
So-
capped at 60
No,
FPS
it's
the entire
26.
All right.
Nikki has slightly more.
He attacks you twice, which misses. Premius Verusian.
Oh, I haven't even seen them yet.
So moving through
Oh, there they are.
allies is what?
10 feet.
So that's. Well, first I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Sun Spirit, and then I'm going to bam bam. So that's 15. 25, and that's as far as I can go. And then I'm going to, I
You should be able
guess.
to go one more.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll go there.
Cool.
And, you know what? I don't have any spells I really want to cast.
Fireball.
Maybe I should bestow Curse on one of these guys.
It does seem they have a paladin of their own, so.
How often can you activate Sun Spirit?
It doesn't really say. It just says I could do it.
Cool.
If it's a flame blade or whatever, the one.
Flame tongue.
Then, yeah. The default ones are just whenever, yeah.
yeah, and it
Cool
costs a bonus
charges.
action, so it's not
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
it's.
I was just asking.
Yeah, I'll just ready an
Already
action
thinking to nerf it.
to attack anyone that gets within range
Within 5
or
feet of you?
any enemy.
Cool.
Well, they're all on horses with lances. They're not.
Uh-oh.
Getting
This ain't
closer.
good.
Alrighty. The paladin is going to ride in over to there, which is not flanking.
Yeah, this ain't
It
good.
almost is, but not quite.
But it's within my range.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Make your attack at is it disadvantage, but then neutralize because you advantage because you're stealthy, so it's neutral.
Wait, why would it be a disadvantage?
Because range, right? Oh, you were waiting for them to
No,
get
he's
within
within
minimum
range
I
now.
see, I
Yeah,
see,
now
I
he's
see.
in the regular range.
Great. Sounds good.
So I just have advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sneak.
Please, a big hit. Get a crit. That would be.
That misses.
Oh no.
Oh, come on!
16. I don't know what to tell you.
That's -1 mithril arrow.
Minus
not
1 mithril arrow. Cool. He's gonna make 2 longsword attacks on Maximus.
Oh wow, one of
He's
those
gonna
hits.
smite on
Very
the
impressive.
second one.
Oh no.
Motherfucker.
Oh dear.
So it does that. That's
Oh.
the
That
default
was not
damage.
that
That's
bad.
the smite.
No.
Oh.
His weapons automatically deal radiant. So that is
Oh.
11 plus 15, 26 damage on the Maximus.
He did a
Alright,
level
well,
2 smite.
14
He's-
hits. So I take 12 damage.
Why?
14 temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. A group of knights from the southeast approaches, and they are going to spend their actions to spook your horses. So these horses go.
Spook.
I'm guessing people don't usually stake their horses into the ground in any kind of way that could actually keep them.
When you're at a
away.
permanent settlement, you do, but not in a place like this. No. All right, your legionnaires. This one is gonna run over here and start attacking that knight.
So
Stab,
missed.
stab, miss.
Oh.
I'll be real with you, Chief. These guys ain't gonna be much help. All right, these horses are action dashing to here. Maximus.
Help! Help, please! I'm scared. There's so many of them.
Jesus Christ, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Help.
Welcome to the plains, baby.
I'm gonna action surge,
Alrighty.
and then I'm going to, I think, just bonk that guy 4 times.
The guy. Wait, which guy?
The man or the horse?
The paladin.
Okay, great.
Wham, 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 wham.
23 hits, 16 misses, 27 hits, 21 hits.
Alright, thank God. Wham, wham, wham.
Alrighty.
Not terrible.
Cool.
And then I'm going
God,
to.
There's so many.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What
No, I
are
won't-
those 30s indeed?
I don't even know
Won't
what
do that
30s
quite
you're
yet.
talking about.
I see like
Oh,
random
boy.
like a triangle of 30s like over
Oh,
here.
I
Yeah.
also see them. I don't know why they're there. I'm
And then I'm gonna
It's
mark.
not.
Wacky UI.
It's guys 30 feet off screen that are about to come at us.
Yeah,
the
30
game's
guys,
giving you
30
like a
feet away.
reinforcement indicator. All right, so you're done.
I'm gonna mark this guy with unwavering mark.
Cool. What does that do again? He basically just has to attack you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that
he's
doesn't change
disadvantaged if he
anything.
attacks anything else.
Yeah. Rania, you're literally surrounded on all sides by knights.
Help.
I'm gonna DM you a question real quick.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Is Grania just gonna run?
Plane
What's the
shift?
penalty for desertion?
Yeah, probably,
You know what the
right?
penalty is, bro. You don't need to ask me that.
Yes.
No, that does not exist, Doda. That is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Now keep in mind when you use the spell. Actually, no, you know this. You lose your mental stats as well.
Yeah, and
Oh,
even if I
polymorph.
use it on myself, I still take concentration checks when I get damage.
Correct. So that's why it's good to cast it on someone else
Cast it on the fluttering one.
or one of the random guards you have.
Yeah, that's what to do. I'm gonna cast it on the
Random
soldier right next to me.
All right, you
Oh,
walk up to
God.
him. You say, "What do you do to make him consent to this?"
Well, she can't. She has to sign it
I
in the
know.
dark in
So
the
what
middle of
do
a
you
fight.
do?
He has to consent to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or otherwise, he'll try to make a save.
Yeah. But I'm giving you a chance to make him consent so he doesn't save against it. Because if he passes, you're gonna get really annoyed, understandably, because it's like one of your 2 spell slots.
You can see me, right?
Yeah, he can see you. Ethan lit a torch before the fight.
Okay, I'm going to tug on him to get his attention.
He looks over.
I'm going to point my 2 fingers at my 2 eyes into his 2 eyes. I'm going to kind of like do like a big deep breath, like motion with my hands going up and then like
Okay.
push down.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
She's a paladin, or she's got. high
Yeah,
charisma.
that's good enough.
Yeah.
He seems to get, oh, you're about to do something, and then you touch him. And what happened to him?
Touch.
He turns into a giant fucking gorilla.
His body snaps and expands. He crushes
exactly.
a tent under his weight as his massive bulk fills out the area. The transformation is just as horrifying as all those times Renesmee transformed. Snapping bones, extending limbs, fur appearing in places where the sun don't shine. And there he is in all of his AP glory.
What?
Also, it wouldn't have been a spell slot because it's my warlock thing.
Wait, I think
Eldritch
that's...
Invocation.
Oh, Eldritch Invocation. I see. Alrighty, well, Ape Together Strong appears. Next group of knights. I believe these ones are scaring some horses. No, that's a different one. This group is... There's actually so few of you, they can't actually properly utilize their numbers. Alright.
Good.
And this northern group is going to scare away the rest of the horses. So when you win this fight, hopefully you get some horses out of it, or you're kind of fucked. Alright. They're gonzo. Alright, Giant Ape. Okay, so he knows you guys are friendlies, because that's written into the polymorph spell. So I think he's just going to punch the nearest horse. Punch? Miss, I think? No, that's a hit. It's a fucking horse.
Miss? It's like
Alright, he deals 18 bludgeoning damage and bloodies the horse immediately. And then he punches it again, and he just rips the horse in half. Just fucking just splattered across the
shit.
grassland. And the
This guy's
guy
gonna have such fucked up trauma when he's like back to normal. It's
and
like, oh my
the
fuck, like,
knight on
Oh
it is
man, his
knocked
name is
prone.
Fist, the giant ape.
Yeah, pissed. All right, Zenius Perusian. No, that's not. You're not a Perusian.
Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna take a step there.
Great.
I
Sure, you
think
can
that's
become
an
one of those.
opportunity attack, but I don't care.
Yes, it is. Lance. Hit.
That
Not
hits.
a crit though, so only 8 damage.
Okay.
Every day I'm lancing it.
I'm gonna step next to. I think I'm gonna step
What's that mean?
next to
Don't worry
Grania. I think that's where. No, wait. Where do I want to be? I think here is
Is
still
there
fine.
anywhere that is safe?
Next to Maximus.
We'll
think right
get
where you
there.
are is the safest, actually.
I do as well. At least until they start like pushing our tents down.
Or dismounting.
And then I was going to cast this with Column Rasa.
Mm-hmm.
And where's the range? 20-foot square. So
Cool.
Is
pretty much.
Rasa and Klumratha the same person?
Totally
That's
unconnected.
what it was.
I basically want to get at least these two guys.
20. All right, there we go. So you want to put it like here?
Yeah.
All right, read the spell description for me. Or put it in chat, either way. Squirming ebony tentacles.
Fill a 20-foot square on the ground. For the duration, it's difficult terrain.
Is this the one where it
When
has
their
darkness
turn
cast?
starts there.
No, that's Hunger of a
I-
Dark. Never
I'm-
mind.
Yeah, it's Hunger of the Dog.
Okay. So it's on their turn to make the dex save.
It's on their if they start their turn in there or they enter it at all.
Great.
They
Well,
take
you extend your inky black blade, Column Rasa, and at this moment, Hedhagal, basically for a brief moment, he zips over and merges with the blade, his magic being a fundamental part of the weapon. You extend it, you channel his power, and a field of black squirming tentacles rip up from the ground, inky like the body of Hedhagal itself, and they begin to tug at the legs of horses and men, pulling them down to the earth.
okay. And then Hegal is gonna dash over to Maximus.
He go
Oh,
flap, 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 and then he lands on the horse. Alrighty. Severus Canidia, a real circumstance you found yourself in.
Am
We'd be alright.
I still hidden to that
No.
paladin?
No.
Because I missed.
No.
Can I like step behind this tent over here and use my bonus action to hide?
You could hide from the paladin, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So I can attack him with advantage?
Yeah, you can, yeah. I mean, you can try. Depends what your stealth check is, of course.
Yeah, so I'll step over here, use my bonus action to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth check.
That passes,
That's
yeah.
good.
And now I'm going to attack him from stealth.
Alrighty. He is going to have a slight cover bonus, I believe, because there's a horse directly in your way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because you have
okay.
to... Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, with advantage, cover bonus doesn't matter much there. That hits. That could be a one-shot, potentially. That is not a one-shot. Alrighty. Yeah, that is a lot, though. He is instantly bloodied by that attack. As the arrow whistles over the head of the horse, slams right into the jugular of the paladin. He clutches it, and for a brief moment, the light in his eyes flickers before it returns to a dull glow. All right, second officer. This one's gonna ride forward to here. Actually, no. This one will just action dash to right there. All right, next group of knights. These are the red boys. So these both need to make dex saves. So do their horses. Yogi, roll the 3d6 now while I make these saves real quick.
Do they take the initial 3d6?
Oops.
No, there is no
Or-
initial 3d6. It starts on their turn. They
So
all
it's a
failed,
lot of
so whatever
fails.
the number you're rolling is the... Oh, I see what initial 3d6. You're saying the 13, Blake.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Yogi. You want to roll? You want to take the 13?
I'm back.
okay.
What happened?
We'll just take the 13. All right, so the horses are restrained and bloodied. The knights take damage as well, though they are not bloodied. And that is the effect of Evard's Black Tentacles. Or I guess in this case, I feel like there's a different name for that. It's Travix. Okay, so there's all that damage that goes through. Okay.
Would it be
Um,
Hetagal's black? Would it be Column
I think it already
Ross's
has a
black
name,
tentacles?
though.
Okay.
Let me check my handout. Yeah, it's Travik's Black Tentacles, named after the famed Dwarvish wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Only one of these... Oh, actually, both the knights can attack. So one of them is going to double lance the Optio, which miss. And the second one is going to double lance Primius, one of which hits for 14 piercing damage.
No, my temporary hit points.
Last of these knights is going to go over here.
Does Restrained give you disadvantage?
I think it gives you advantage on
believe
attacks
so.
against them, but I don't know if it gives you disadvantage on attacks that you make.
Let me check.
Creature's restrained movement becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Attack rolls the creature may have disadvantage, so that does not hit Permeus. You can heal for 15. This other knight, though...
They have disadvantage on dex saves.
Yeah, I knew that part. And this last knight is going to double lance Severus, and I think both miss, right?
Wrong thing.
It says your
Yeah,
AC is 18, but that seems wrong. I feel like with
That's
your
because
parry,
I
it's
believe
20.
I have my... Yeah.
Okay.
Something's... Ah, there we go. My leather wasn't equipped.
I
21.
remember why, because last time we were in combat. Alright, the
Yes.
officer next to Maximus is going to move to there. He's going to make his 2 Warhammer attacks at normal, 1 hit. Maximus takes 14 bludgeoning damage. And then the officer is going to bonus action do push, which allows them to affect creatures within 30 feet. And I think that's literally only 3 creatures. No, 2 creatures. Wow. Okay, so this knight gets to move here automatically, and this knight gets to stand up automatically, and the other officer gets to move 60 feet. So he'll move to there. Primius.
Kill him.
Which guy? The officer?
I don't know. Any of
All
them.
of the guys.
Yeah, all right. I'll move here, which is attack at disadvantage
Why is it a disadvantage?
because opportunity attack.
Oh, that
Right.
attack. Yeah, sure. Disadvantage opportunity attack, miss.
Okay, and then 3 attacks at the officer.
Okay. Hit, miss.
All right. And then I'm actually going to 2nd level smite on this one.
Alrighty. Jesus. I think he may be bloodied there. Let me check. Yeah, he's definitely bloodied. Alright, yeah, you swing your flaming rapier, you sizzle through armor, melt metal into slag, and deliver a pretty lethal blow. The enemy knight is going to cast Lay on Hands on himself and heal for 50. The enemy paladin. And then bonus action. Well, first of all, he's going to move
Jerk
here.
off.
Bonus action. No. Bonus action, he's going to do Flaming Dash, and he's going to dash 30 feet. So he's going to basically dash there and dash back, leaving basically, so he literally lifts off the ground, burning, goes 15 feet forward, 15 feet back, and that's a dex saving throw for Hetagal, Maximus, and Mickey. Oh, also the other horse of the other officer, but the paladin doesn't.
Why
Would that
is
be an
Hetagal making
opportunity
a dex
attack?
Because
save?
he's being hit by an AoE attack.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make an opportunity attack while he does that.
Sure. Wait, he never leaves your attack range. Nor does he enter.
You
You
it.
said
said
15 feet.
You said 15
yeah, so
feet.
he's going
How
15 feet
big-
from where
how
he's
big
at.
do you
He's
think
going
my-
there and then there. Oh, you can't see that measure. Wait, can you? I feel like you can.
What?
He's going
ran
there.
going
through
He's
him?
going there. Yeah, that's how the dash attack works. Yeah, he goes through there and
Okay,
then back.
all right,
yeah.
yep, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have to enter or leave. He just has to move 5 feet in my range.
Oh, okay.
Like, in my range.
Yeah. Then yes, that's an opportunity attack. But yeah, dex save for Hetagal,
Oh,
Mickey, and
oh,
Maximus.
if this
Looking
hits-
for it.
if-
Is
if
it
this
just
hits,
dex? I don't. I should
he
have
has
a
dex.
save,
Then his
right?
speed gets reduced to 0, doesn't it?
Does a 19 hit, Alex?
No.
Damn it! That would have fucked him because his movement would have dropped to 0.
Well,
it
he
just
still
a
would have
dex
dealt
roll? I don't
damage
see
to
a
you
save
and
on
Mickey
here.
because he would have had to move 5 feet, which means he's already touching Mickey. But
Oh, I thought he had to. And never mind. I don't know how that ability works.
fair enough.
I'm just being.
It is
confused.
also once per day. So.
Dex save. A 19.
Alright, so Hetagal instantly takes 26 fire damage. Sorry, 25.
What's a riding horse stat block?
He doesn't take a full 25. He takes half that because he's resistant.
Oh,
Just a D20.
okay. I don't. That's crazy.
Right, and Mickey got a nat 20.
All right, so you take 13, and Mickey also takes 13.
Mickey takes nothing. I have.
Oh, because you have the
an
Cavalier
ability.
feature.
Yeah, it's some feature.
All right, then you take 13.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm getting kind of low on hit points over here. If someone with healing.
Yeah, I'll try and make it to you.
But,
I don't know how.
I did everything I could before the fight.
yeah, that's understandable.
Alright, these knights approach. We're getting 2 lance attacks against Primius, 1 hit for 12 piercing damage. 2 lance attacks against the. 4 lance attacks against the giant ape. For 28 damage dealt to our ape friend.
Jesus.
Our frontline Optio is fighting. He's fucking fighting. He's gonna stab that horse. Advantage on both attacks. Only 1 hit despite... No, 2 hits because it's 10 AC. Let's fucking go! He kills...
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That kills.
he kills the knight's horse. Let's fucking go.
Does the knight get knocked prone?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because he was already restrained. But yes, technically it does get knocked
So he's
out.
prone and restrained,
Yeah,
right?
but
So
it doesn't stack.
Oh, I thought that would mean he couldn't do like anything.
Nah. Restrained just a better condition. All right, purple boys, they're going now. So this one will run into melee. This one will stab King Kong. All right, so we are getting 2 lance against King Kong. Hit. Jesus Christ, he's getting fucking stabbed to all hell. He just took like 50 damage in 1 turn. And he's getting double warhammered. Warhammered. Jesus
Oh my
Christ, it
gosh.
just keeps coming. And then we get 2 lance attacks against Severus. Miss. Maximus Ignia.
All right. I'm going to whatever my thing is. Second wind. There it is.
Yep. He's cooking. He got it.
Ah, fuck! I hate this new fucking
You'll get used
UI.
to it, surely.
Horrible. Where's the die? Why is it at the bottom now? Hell yeah! 20 hit points.
But you pick the die?
What?
Yeah, he's a die clicker.
He's not a typo, I guess.
It's true.
No, not if it's like a D. Not if it's like 1 D10 or something like that.
So
I'm a very
now
slow
this-
typer. Yes, that goes to 0, and well, that I don't think that did. Oh my god, you got the -1 roll.
Take your
Wham
action!
wham.
Okay.
On the paladin.
The 15 misses, the 27 hits.
Damn it.
All right, 7 damage.
That's a
The
nat
paladin
1
is going to
damage
use one
roll.
of his reactions, Divine Retribution. You are going to be Divine Smited for 4d10 radiant.
Oh my
damage.
god.
Can
24.
someone else come and fight this guy
Are you
with me,
conscious?
please? Yes, yeah, I'm fine.
All right, you just
Well,
said
I'm
you were
not
very
fine,
injured and
but-
you just took 24 radiant, so I just wanted to.
Well, yeah, right after I healed.
He has 2 of those remaining.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of us can
Hell.
really make it over to you.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
We're surrounded as well.
I'm gonna run away and drag these guys to you. Then that's the answer.
Well, Grania, your ape is being a very effective meat shield. So, what would you like to do? Actually, incredibly effective. You just soaked up almost 80 damage. That would have been enough to kill one of you.
Does the person in front of me have a lance?
No, he has a warhammer and he's been beating the shit out of your ape.
But this guy up here has a lance, right?
Yeah, and he's been stabbing Severus.
Okay.
You and Zednius are kind of in like the core of the formation, though that probably won't remain. But for now, it is true.
Do any of them appear to have ranged weapons on them?
No, they do not.
That's crazy.
They are lances or warhammers.
Who's in worse shape, Zednius or Severus?
I haven't gotten
Severus.
hurt yet, really.
They're
Just my
both
temp.
mostly
I'm not
fine.
hurt this
The only
fight,
person that's
but-
even that injured is Maximus. But I don't know if you can.
I'm coming over there next turn.
If you get it next turn.
That's fucking dark, bro. That's fucking dark.
There's no way for me to see Maximus.
Not at the moment. You could get on the nearby tent, but then you would be within melee attack of 2 creatures immediately.
Well, we're short rested, so I haven't missed the escape.
Fair enough.
Fuck. try to sleep them. I don't know how much HP they have.
Yeah, they haven't
It
been
is a
hit at
big
all.
roll.
Horses only have 26.
True.
Sure, if we kill all of their horses, that's supposed to be important.
Yeah.
Kill all
If
their
we just
horses, then
sleep, it
we
would hit the
we're
horses
basically
first.
fucked.
You're just walking back to
No, you
Nauseous.
get to choose. You get to choose with.
I thought it was an area.
It is, but you creature wouldn't give you a point. Oh, wait, maybe I'm misunderstanding that.
I think you choose the point, not the specific ones.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Do you need a second to think? Because I can go grab some water if you're thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Talk with the party a little bit. Do you usually do ranged or melee stuff? Go ahead, go.
Right now I'm doing range, but I can do melee.
What are you trying to decide?
Well, I can do some different AoE spells, but most of them are hard to control just hitting the enemy without hitting allies. The other option was just cast fly, since they don't have range ones, but they could then become a pretty big ranged force to go around the battlefield.
You have a pretty good line of sight, like right here.
You could like hypnotic pattern a bunch of them too. At least in
Yeah.
horses.
You can see right
I'm back.
here, and then if you have a pattern, that's something like that, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think I've been very generous. So what are we doing?
30 cube means 15-foot radius, right?
A 20-foot cube means 30-foot cube means 15-foot radius. Yeah.
Well, like perfect for this plan.
Wait, that's 30-foot cube?
Yep.
Oh, that just means that's 30 foot just outside.
Yeah, which is a 15-foot radius.
Oh, right, yes, yes.
I think I'll get
You
on
can hit that guy's horse, I guess.
Yeah, that's like the best way. Okay, I'll get counting on my pattern starting here.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dex saves.
Is it Dex?
I thought
I
it
don't
was
Wiz saves.
think it's wisdom.
Wiz saves.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If these were war horses, I would not let the horses roll because typically war horses are wearing blinders, but these are not war horses, so you're fine. I just rolled dex for those. I've been sync. That's my bad. That's my bad. What would be the modifier difference? Oh, it's the exact same. All right, so that is horse fail.
Fast.
All the horses fail.
Fail. Fail. Fail. Fail. The first knight failed, the second knight passed, and the officer passed.
Fast.
Yep, only 2 of them passed. The officer and the knight.
Three things.
Oh, it didn't, but... Alright, cool. Green boys. What can the green boys do here? Does this work? Is that 10 feet? It is 10 feet. Okay, that's going to be a lance attack against your Optio. Hit on the second one.
The horse mover? I thought it was hypnotic pattern.
Good point. That horse should be stun locked where it was. This guy will dismount for 5 feet of movement, and he will walk over there and then start climbing that tent. These guys are also going to dismount 5 feet.
I imagine they have a thing that allows them to do that.
Of course they do, yeah. You're right. Yeah, that's not the. Yeah, to be clear, that is not the default mechanic for mounting and dismounting. Yeah, they have a similar feature to what Cavalier does.
I forgot that's very, very important.
Yes.
This is
Oh yeah. That could matter. Yeah, you could actually bloody a horse with that. So is this just the creatures affected? Oh, target a single creature. Any area spells you, including non-damaging area effect. Oh, it just does damage. It's not even who's affected by it. Okay, cool. So it's 8 damage to that guy, 8 damage to that horse. Yeah, that does that mostly for the horses, because that's like a quarter of their health. You could kill a whole army of commoners with that. Okay, one sec. Doing all those little adjustments. Why is this guy at this much health? Oh, that officer's really bloodied, so 8 damage there is actually very helpful. Okay, cool. So those green boys all just dismounted and walked over. Dismount. Oh wait, no. They walked over, but it only took 30 feet of movement, so... they have melee attack still. So that's going to be Warhammer, 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 all on Premius.
Two of those hit.
Alrighty, clonk, clonk, 14 bludgeoning.
14. Alright.
So you're temp HP if you hadn't already burned through that. Alright, these boys are action dashing. Technically, one of those didn't need to. Alright, ape together strong. He's going to punch the guy to the north of him twice. That is 1 hit for 25 bludgeoning damage. Good God. Zebnius.
I don't know whether I should like go get in the ape ring or not, so that way they are less likely to be surrounding me. But then this is also very close.
I will say Perusian is literally 1 square away from getting quadruple, like 16 times flanked, and he will probably die in 1 round if that happens.
So you think I should stay there?
Mm-hmm.
No, not exactly right there. Probably like right there would probably be
Well,
fine.
maybe. If he does get surrounded on literally all sides, that's like 10 advantage attacks, and I'm pretty sure he just dies.
Well, how does this make any difference from this? I mean, it's the same thing.
The angle that he can be flanked from, but either way, it's better than walking away.
Well, I mean,
So
this guy's flanking.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
It would-
Either way,
it
he's
would
going
be
to
the
get
same
flanked. The
amount.
question is, yeah, how much he's getting flanked by.
it would also have to walk around. You'd have to flank, which would like to attack from.
That is true.
I'm going to attack first and then flank.
Fair enough.
Or then
Yeah.
step in. Attack the officer with
Sounds
a
good.
couple of Eldritch
Eldritch
Blasts.
Blasties.
Bonk.
That hits,
Bonk.
and that
Minimum damage.
doesn't hit.
And then, oh man. And then I guess I'll start there.
He does get thrown off his horse, though, because his horse is stunned. So he's thrown off his horse and knocked prone.
I don't think. I think I don't have to push anymore. I think I gotta
Oh,
get rid of it.
okay. It was very not helpful. Severus, because you used to be able to fly, so who needs push when you can fly?
Well, I can't do either now.
I know. Yeah. Seba whiz.
My boots got obliterated.
Obliviated.
Disintegrated.
Yeah. Gonna like step over here.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you could just hide it and hit the paladin again.
No, I don't think that's very possible.
You should do that because that gets rid of another one of his things.
It also deals like 20 radiant damage to him.
I think I'll
And heck all helping.
Okay.
Helping back.
Sounds good.
Oh fuck! I had advantage. Oh, that might.
No, you didn't. You didn't have advantage.
You didn't last turn. You will this turn.
So I'll take the guy on the horse.
Okay, sounds good. Normal attack, no modifiers. That hits 100%.
Oh, I'm gonna sneak attack. Shit.
Yeah, that is true. This is gonna do like 3 damage. 10 damage, let's go!
Max roll.
Max roll. Okay.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Bonus action dash.
Okay.
And I'm going like. Let me check.
Depending on where you
I
go,
have
you could be provoking 2 opportunity attacks.
Wait, does this guy have range on me?
He does have a lance, yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll take the hit opportunity attack.
Shmeep. Miss.
Right, and I'll go over to.
Whoa! Whoa! Hey! Mamma mia! You sprint around the corner in the direction of the paladin.
Yeah, and this guy doesn't get an opportunity attack because mobile 30.
Okay, cool. Well, ignore that 12 in the chat. Alright, this officer, the one that's getting fucking assaulted, he is going to actually disengage. No, he's going to dismount and then just walk away. Never mind, he doesn't even have to action disengage.
Really?
He just runs. He's out of there. He's fucking bouncing the fuck out.
Wow. Alright. That's
These guys
all
do
right.
not have the infinite morale of the previous group that attacked you. They must be a different group of people in some way, because he's fucking out of there. His horse is still stun locked, though. Okay, these are the knights that are getting horribly touched by tentacles. So let me make some
They
saves.
take their damage. They take their damage right now.
Sure,
They're already
roll
restrained.
the number.
Oh god, I don't know the number. Is it
Oh
3d6?
god.
3d6.
Oh geez.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Rick.
I rolled so bad.
Oh jeez.
Oh
Rick.
my god.
All right. Is it strength save?
Are they doing that instead of attacking?
Yes.
Well, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's strength or dex.
Shmeep, shmeep, shmeep. 1 pass. 2 pass. Huge.
Yes. Do horses have the same dex as people?
Yes, they're 10.
No, they have the same strength score, not dex
Same
score. That would be funny. Same dex as a horse. All right, this officer is going to stand up and walk to here, where he is flanking Maximus, and he's going to make 2 attacks. Warhammer, Warhammer, 1 hit. 4,
Fucker! Every time!
11 bludgeoning damage. And then he's going to use his bonus action, which is normally very strong, but I think the Paladin is the only other ally within 30 feet, which it is. So the Paladin gets to make 1 melee attack.
Uh-oh.
Longsword at advantage, 23.
Ding!
Premius.
Thank God. That would have killed me.
Yeah, another 3rd level
Hop
summon.
on his horse and ride away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, to the guy to my right, I'm gonna start shitting him.
Shitting him? Don't shit on him, please. A 14 misses, a 23 hits. And
Oh,
10
second.
misses.
Alright, ignore this, what is it?
Yeah, the 6 and the 7. I got you. Okay, cool. You're chilling?
Smite.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
No.
The Tabrash
I don't have a whole lot of
Paladin
spell
is going
slots
to take
yet.
his full complement of attacks
And kill Maximus.
against. Let me do some
If
math.
he hits. If he hits, yes.
Okay, Maximus is 24 AC. Severus is 21. You get +5 functionally for flanking. And 5 is bigger than 3. So, yeah, he would attack Maximus at advantage. That's a hit
Uh-oh.
and a miss.
Bye-bye.
So, on that hit, he is
Bye-bye.
going to... Well, actually, do you go down? Actually, wait. Do you get to know whether the damage... This is a question for you, Blake. On Divine Smite, does it say when you get to apply it? Do you get to apply it after damage has been dealt, or is it after you hit before damage
I'll
has
put
been
it in
dealt?
chat.
You spend 1 soul.
When you hit a creature.
Okay, then
In
yeah, he'll
addition
Divine
to-
Smite on top of that.
Oh, you're dead.
Okay, so this is gonna. Yeah, it was.
You're dead as fuck.
It was
Oh
gonna.
my
that
God.
first attack was gonna knock
Dead
me
as
unconscious.
hell.
So this one definitely does.
Yeah, so Severus, as you sprint over, you watch as a sword cleaves down towards Maximus's neck, rather than glowing with the white, almost like heavenly light of a Aurelian Soul Paladin. His is wrapped in vines, and the moment he makes contact with Maximus, the vines lash out, tearing apart skin, rending open flesh. By the time the blade withdraws, Maximus's face is just a bloody morass. But that is the Paladin's whole turn, so W.
Yay, good for me.
I mean, he can't execute you. That's nice. All right. One of the knights is stun locked. He gets to make an auto whiz save, which passes. Huge. He saved. And the other 2 are making lance attacks against the Abe.
Oh my god. Why are they rolling so well?
1 more lance. I think that's that's it.
This
No, 3
has
hits.
been insane combat.
7, 14, 21. 21 plus 13, 34. Woo! We did it in our heads, boy. All right. Ape is still up, though. It is incredibly injured. Your friendly Optio is stabbing that prone dude twice, which hits both times. 15 piercing damage. These Tabrashan Knights, one is going to ride over, and it's going to lance Severus twice, which is not flanking because you have to be pressed up against someone for it to flank. Hit Severus with a lance to the
Ooh,
back
yeah, that's
for
a hit.
9 piercing. Then we get some
Gonna use
attacks
my
against the 8.
reaction for uncanny dodge to take half.
Alrighty. Maximus, make your first death save. Don't roll a 1.
Whoopee. Whoopee.
You jinxed it.
Yippee!
Yippee!
I rolled a 16.
That's good.
Very nice.
Better than a 1. Alright, Grania.
That's true.
That's me.
It's you.
Oh, also, I imagine I have toppled to the ground off of Mickey.
No, you literally can't. Because the magical item.
I thought it was when you were unconscious. You could.
as much as I would like to say you are right, it specifies if you're conscious.
No! Then yes, you topple from Mickey.
All right, yes, you all see a sight you have never seen before, which is Max course.
I mean, that tells all of us that you just went down.
Yeah, his thunder thigh grippers
Yes.
finally ungrip.
Holy fuck, Maximus, like with just the thickest fucking thighs of all time. That's just so funny.
Yeah,
These guys will
it's
take
not a
prisoners,
It's
right?
not a magical.
Surely the Tebrashans will take Mythosian judges as actually they genuinely may to ransom you. Grania.
Is it reasonable to think these guys would know about magic to wake up other people from hypnotic pattern?
Maybe not all of them, but at least the paladin would, and he could probably tell them.
Good rounds.
And I do. There's something in my fucking esophagus.
Jesus.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's not looking good. The only benefit you have is that they actually have morale, so if you nuke the paladin, maybe they'll run away.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was trying to see if like I could run over, but I can't make it.
No, Maximus being separated from the party was not good. Not good at all. To be fair, though, he's a lot better on horseback than on foot, but who knows?
I know you
Yeah, I'm
ruled
right,
out
right.
about moving and attacking. How does it work between different types of movement? Is flying
Yeah,
move speed the same as normal move speed?
it is the
That
same
kind
as
of stuff.
normal move speed. The only way that you get around that is if you have a bonus action or action that you're moving with.
Yeah, that's how I got around it because I action attack, move, bonus action attack.
There you go. Or you do the rogue thing where you bonus action dash.
Oh, it's touch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I'm
Fine.
dying.
I was gonna
It's over.
fly on both of you guys, but if I do, then
Alex,
I
you
will
want a
be able to
kiss?
move, and then
Bro.
he'll just knock me out.
You
with
want a big,
concentration.
meaty, wet kiss?
Well, I could dimension door you up in the air with us on my turn.
Here.
Wait, is that just suicide? Why would you do that? Oh, because he can fly.
No,
I
because
see.
he would fly us.
That makes
yeah.
much more sense. Is Dimension Door have to be consent?
Yes.
Okay, that'd be.
I think it says one willing creature.
That's awesome. I just imagine you,
should-
teleporting. It's kind of like what you did on Gela Isle, just teleport a random.
Oh wait, no,
95
this matters
feet
because
into the air.
polymorph is concentration. Okay.
It is, yeah.
Um.
You should
probably only last,
teleport me
like,
to the
one turn, though.
paladin.
Yeah,
So I
he's
can-
he's not gonna be polymorphed for much longer. Maybe one more round of
Yeah,
punching
Apes
monkey.
being torn apart.
Can you do it
It
again?
uses- No, it's Eldritch Invocation. Once per long
You
rest.
could do what Blake said, Dimension Door him over to the paladin, but then you're leaving Sednius to be.
Well, no, I fly.
I
I
have
cast fly on
dimension
both
door.
of them, and then he dimension doors me over there, so that way they can both fly after after my
see.
turn.
I see. Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
I mean, you could just hit the juicy hypnotic pattern on the 5 dudes in the top right. That's the simple one, if you don't want to think too much.
The issue is I might have a better option that I have to DM you because I've never used this spell.
Cool. I love new spells.
Dimension or hypnotic is 30, right? Just hit these
something
guys.
like
Hit all 6. Hit this whole group over here.
That's a great question, Dota. Let me read the
I
spell.
don't know either.
If it doesn't say anything, then the answer is there's no upcasting feature. It just does the default one. At higher levels, what the fuck? Okay,
Probably
I
should,
understand why you're
it's just gonna
confused.
take too long.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. No, I get it. On the stat block for the Space Spirit, it actually says like how the stats change based on upcasting.
And what are my options again?
There isn't an option. It's just a default creature.
No, they have different moods that I.
Oh, that thing
tell
you mean?
me.
Yeah, there's Fuming, which gives them advantage on the first attack roll. There's Mirthful, which allows them to force a creature to make a Wiz save, and they get charmed if they fail. And then there's another one which allows them to fill a 5-foot cube within 5 feet of it with magical darkness, which it can see through.
Does
and
that
if
stay
you-
per? Oh no, lasts till the next.
Until the end of their next turn, yeah.
basically
Also,
useless.
since you're casting this spell at 5th level, they would have 40 HP and get 2 attacks on their turn.
40 HP is not a lot.
Nope, but it is more than your ape has. I'll just tell you that because you're summoned basically. Your ape's at 20 HP.
Fuck.
Plus,
You
keep in
should
mind your
dimension
Optio will
door
just
me.
come back at full HP.
Yeah. I think I will just do the hypnotic pattern. I just need to find a good spot for it.
Doba.
You can hit all these guys, but it would also hit our own guy.
That guy's not doing shit. Let's be real here, guys. He's trying, but he's not
Yeah.
doing much.
I think that's just the best thing to do.
All right, that is keep that box there, Yogi. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate you. All right, that is 2 failures, so both the horses are.
Also, they'll take damage. 1d6 + 5.
Yeah. You kill a horse. A horse is so befuddled that it falls down and it just brain leaks through its ears. Common horse moment.
And the tentacles
Alright.
keep clawing.
Now let's
at
I'm
make-
really stupid. I could have polymorphed 2 things because it's Zippy magic as well. I forgot that it does that.
It's Jover. It's never
Both
been more
Optios,
Jover.
boom, boom,
You could
boom.
have had 2 giant apes going ooh ooh ah ah.
Yeah, we've only done. This is the second combat since I've gotten that fucking.
It's okay, man. You know, sometimes people misread their
it only
features, and
costs
sometimes they misread a feature
Maximus
for like an
life.
entire campaign, and sometimes they give themselves
Yo,
advantage
whoa,
on every
whoa,
single
whoa,
attack.
whoa, that,
Allegedly.
what's with the shade? It was an
I was
accident.
just
How
trying
many
to make
times
it
do I
feel
have
better.
to
I
tell
don't know
you
what
it was
you're
an
talking
accident? You're soy, Alex. You're so soy that you're literally sitting there jelking and failing at it. You soy ass little, like, listen to that. Listen
For
to that.
context,
Huh?
Blake
Wow.
had an ability in one
Jesus,
of our
Blake.
campaigns, and he thought it gave him advantage on all attacks for 1 minute, and it says you get advantage on like 1 turn of attacks within 1 minute, so it's like 10 times weaker than he was treating it as. And we played with that for like 10 sessions until I'm like, bro, we're reading this feature. This is unhinged. This
Did
is psychotic.
literally everyone fail it?
Yeah. I do need
Okay,
to roll
I'm
for the
gonna-
Optio still, but yeah. So far,
I think I
everyone's
need
failed
to drop
it. Also failed.
Hadar so they don't get woken up by the damage.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Actually, hard art doesn't affect them anymore because they passed. It just
No, they're
no,
in
when
this,
they start
they
their
would
turn,
have
they have to make
started their
another
turn in there.
save.
Yeah.
it's a
We did
Kakibo torture
rule, though.
machine. All right, you can get rid of the
You can
measurement.
reaction drop. Wait, reaction drop
Yeah.
and concentration.
Yeah,
rate.
yeah, yeah. We've talked about this. You can
Also, he's not a big gorilla anymore, right? Or is this not
correct. He is
concentration?
reduced to a normal Optio.
Yeah.
All right, you can stop measuring the thing. It's all taken care of. Great, good action. Though I will say, I think you're gonna get stabbed like 47 times.
Why do I have the mark?
That's
shouldn't have the
concentration,
mark.
not.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's gone now.
You're right. It is gone. Thank you. Green boys. We make some saves.
Yeah.
Save.
I
save,
still have my
save.
movement, so I'm probably just gonna move here.
Do you make a save on hypnotic pattern? I thought it was
Yep.
a save or suck.
Is it actually?
It is a save or suck.
Holy Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, that was a really good hypnotic pattern.
About as
okay.
powerful as Fireball.
Wait, so they're all incapacitated?
All of them besides this one green blue guy.
It's not concentration. Oh, it is concentration. Okay. So that means that this horse is no longer locked and this one is neither. Also, the original hypnotic pattern should have unturned the gorilla, but it is what it is. Okay, this one's gonna Warhammer Zednius twice.
20 AC, so miss.
Yep, miss. Your former monkey, now back to a normal man, takes a couple seconds to grapple with the horror that just was inflicted upon him, and then he will double spear, which both miss. Zebnia's.
What do I do? I think I have to give him some breathing room. And then what do I do? Do I
Cast
Just-
fireball.
we just
Dimension door me to the paladin.
Honestly, you could just orb it up, bro. Just drop some orbs.
I could just bring you to the paladin and that would help remove us from the I'm gonna do that actually. I'm dimension dooring us over to
Alright.
Maximus.
Fdonk?
Oh, thank
Fdonk?
But me right there and then him right there.
Fdonk? You step through.
And then
Ethan, you
Uh,
Wait, no, now if I'm the only
Hagall.
one over here, my hypnotic pattern's not lasting for long, because now anyone's gonna attacks me, I have to make concentration checks.
correct.
hop on the horse and run.
I'm sure that'll work. Severus.
He has advantage on his first attack because Hagall.
Okay, sounds good. His only attack.
Well, that's the one that's going on the paladin.
Yep, and it counts as sneak attack as well, so big W.
Yes.
Crit. No, but you did hit, I think.
Which who are you targeting?
Paladin.
That hits, yeah.
Thank God.
Let's go.
That's a lot of damage. He's bloodied, and he is going to do Divine Retribution. That's his second usage of it. And you receive 23 radiant damage.
Wait.
Alex, you're the only person I've ever known to like separate W in
W.
like, yeah, into like 3 fucking
Syllables.
You.
W.
W.
How do you say it? W is still 3 syllables.
W.
W.
W. I got my
W.
and my W. I love my George W. Bush.
W.
I love my Earl. All right. Okay. Ethan, here's a question.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I don't need to ask it because this guy's running away. It was the wrong officer. Okay, I'm just
alright
gonna
then.
remove this guy from the map. He's not re-entering combat. Okay, which knights are these? These are 2 of them are stun locked. They're just stun locked. This one is gonna dismount, and he's gonna take 2 advantage attacks against the stun locked. Are they auto crits if they hit? Doesn't matter. Never mind. Holy shit. Can't
They
even hit a
missed.
fucking stationary target. Okay, now we get back to the question. Where is your AC derived from?
So most of it is derived from
Mithril
my
plate
armor.
and shield brings you to like 22, right?
Mithril plate and shield brings me to 22. Yes, 22. Another one of it is derived from my fighting style defense, which I should still get if I have
Yeah,
the
you do.
shield, so
Yeah,
23. And then the last of it is derived from the cloak of protection, which I'm still wearing, so I
okay.
should still have all of my AC.
Perfect. This officer is going to attack you twice while you are down, and if both of these hit, you are dead. But he does have to hit 24 AC, and he has no advantage. It could happen, though. Nope.
Miss, miss.
Nope.
Yeah, he just clang. He's like beating the shit out of you. You're trying to kill this knight, but your little armored cocoon keeps you alive. Primius.
I'm gonna walk over and down smash.
Nope. Oh.
Okay.
Fog.
I would have sworn you were going to lay on hands Maximus
also
back
thought
alive.
Sort of,
Hey,
sort of
did
what
you-
I
did-
thought was going to
Did you hear the
happen.
part where he said he
too.
was down smashing?
Remember when I said you should teleport me into the paladin so I could down smash
He
him?
did say that.
I really hope you hit
Now,
here.
if you
'cause
move 5
don't,
more
it's
feet,
gonna
you would be
kind of
flanking.
embarrassing.
I feel the need to inform you of this.
Please do that. I beg of you.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Thank God.
I was worried.
Imagine if he had just said no.
Those both hit.
Okay, I'm
Smite.
also gonna
Real quick,
use
smite.
another divine smite on
Because
this.
the order does matter. When your first attack hits, he is going to use his Divine Retribution. His final one. Because he may die.
Not
here
looking
soon.
good for him.
Yeah, it's not looking good, so he's definitely using that. Anyways, continue.
Granny,
no,
you still
that's
have the Misty
25,
Step,
nothing.
right? So you might be okay.
Okay, so and then Hwacha.
Ooh.
Alrighty, let me do some math.
Dead.
How do you kill him,
That's the map,
Prometheus?
right?
Ooh, let's go.
I kind of just want to stab
Fire
him in the
radiant
throat
and-
and like go upwards, so he's
Down
know.
smash.
Yeah, you pass the blade upwards, and because of the heat of the weapon, the face just sort of melts like that scene in fucking Indiana Jones as you tear it upwards. Divine white light, that searing white, burning light of Aurelian's soul passes through his body, and instantly his eyes wink out, and he just sort of falls backwards on his horse, very much dead.
Well, I admit I've never seen the Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, damn, feels bad.
Roll for resurrection via piety.
Now-
Technically, he does get to roll, but it is not a great
Wait,
chance.
is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
He did not
Oh,
come
what
back.
the hell?
No.
I'm gonna
I thought he
lock
stabilized.
his soul there.
No?
No, the paladin's dead. I'm fine.
Oh my god, I thought we were talking about Max.
No.
Thank god.
Yeah,
No,
so
Blake
then
killed
I'm
the
just gonna,
paladin.
and then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna rapier
No.
the officer.
You cannot.
No, you were not. You
Movement
walked
and
over to the
attacking
paladin.
separated.
Yep.
Once you
already
moved and
moved
attacked, your
once.
movement ends. Yeah.
But I have a bonus action.
Yeah, but you walked.
But you,
I don't think
So
you
in
have
this
a
campaign,
PM
we're
you
separating
walked
out movement
here.
and attacks. So you walked to the paladin, that's your movement. Then you attacked, which is your action. Your bonus action doesn't allow you to move. And in this campaign, we're separating out movement, action, bonus action.
It's
Once
kind of
you
like a
do one-
Pathfinder,
Oh.
where you have a stride action.
He's never played Pathfinder.
God damn it.
Yeah. Pathfinder. Sorry.
did you hear me?
No,
His
that's
soul was
accurate
locked
and
there.
true.
That is accurate and true.
okay.
At base.
Hold on. I kind of just want to look through my.
Hold on.
I need
You need
confirmation.
what,
for
maybe?
Burton.
Any
Yeah, you want
names in the
to
chat?
heal me maybe?
If you have healing
I
words,
don't have
that's
any
a bonus
action
action.
heals, but that's definitely my priority next.
Shucks.
As I said, healing word is a bonus action heal.
I don't get healing word.
What?
Shucks.
Okay,
Well,
healing word?
You know what? I'm gonna be a
Don't think they
Chadden.
do.
You know.
I think it's a subclass thing.
You know what? Maybe I should just Shield of Faith
Oh,
them,
bard
just to make sure.
characters.
Ooh,
Okay.
yes, that would be chatted.
What's the range on Shield
Yeah.
of Faith? It's like 30 feet, right?
60
It's like a
feet.
bit of a ways.
Okay,
but
yeah, great, yeah. You can cast Shield of Faith on Maximus to give him 26.
Yeah.
So
All right.
roll
Yeah.
a 1.
Wait, is it only
Sounds
one
nice.
AC? I thought it's 2.
He has to get a nat 20 to kill me now.
Yeah, but you could also roll a 1 on your save.
Oh, dear.
I do have a save coming up, yes. I suppose that's very true.
Unfortunately.
Generally, I don't count on that.
But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, I already moved for the other knights. They just moved around, woke up one of their friendlies, woke up a horse. Now we're on the purple boys. Oh, purple boy, purple boy, purple boy. Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, man. Technically, they've only lost one person. But, on the other hand,
It's an important person.
They
There's
also
that.
just
There's
watched
also the
their
fact
They
that-
lost 2 because an officer also ran
yeah, he
off.
retreated. That's different. There's also the fact that 9 of them are stunned right now, which is a reason not to leave because you don't want to leave like have your fucking army behind. So I think they're gonna stay, but they aren't gonna go for the paladin boys. This one's gonna ride over here and stab Grania twice.
Oh no.
Lance.
Oh,
I assume
no.
you're gonna bounce out on the first one.
Correct.
Great. So do you still take the damage or?
Yes, I take the damage first.
Okay. 10 piercing damage, which only hits
Oh,
your 10
just a
HP.
10
You do still have to make
concentration.
con save. It's a failure.
Damn it.
That's crazy.
That is indeed crazy.
Hey, they don't have a
Almost
reason
like
to
this
stick
could have
around
been
anymore.
entirely prevented with a dimension door or something.
Yeah, come over and join us.
Yeah, where do you want to hop invisibly over to?
Probably near us, I would think.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, do you guys? Horses are in this direction.
Yeah, you're gonna grab a horse and run. Do you have land vehicles proficiency?
No.
Actually, never mind. It's not your actual turn, so you can do that whenever. Don't matter.
What happens if I blink directly on the horse already?
It'd be an animal handling check.
Let's do it here.
Alrighty, you thump and disappear. Invisible mode. And you do take 10 damage. Alright, so that's that purple knight's turn. There are 2 other purple boys. This one is going to start leaving. Action dash. I'm just going to move from the map. That guy's gone. And then this last purple boy is going to attack your Optio twice.
No.
Boom, boom. Hit. 12 bludgeoning damage. Magamus.
All right, well.
Natural 20
let's-
right here.
Let's see if I
Natural one
bite.
right here.
Let's see if I bite
No,
the dust here.
I believe. Go fuck
Even if
yourself,
you roll
Alex.
the
You're
one.
an actual cup.
We're good. I didn't die.
Alright, actual Grania turn.
No, it's the fake Grania's turn, actually.
Yeah, why
I don't
didn't
know
you
why that
consider
got
this,
me so
Alex?
much.
There is a
I think it was
hostile
like-
creature right here, Dota, if you, in case you were unaware.
How dare you make him
Is
aware.
Maximus stabilized?
No.
Nope.
Does this hostile creature's turn come before Maximus?
Yes.
Not the one next to him, though, right?
Nope, that is the one I'm talking about.
Does he have a lance?
No. No, he's using a sword, I think. He's using a warhammer, is what I was trying to say.
Sword.
Schwarz.
Schwarama.
Yeah, Schwarz.
I'm gonna stabilize Maximus with healer's kit.
Okay. He comes up with 1, correct? Or
Yes.
is it the healer feat?
The healer feat. I'm pretty sure.
So, is he up with 1?
Yeah.
Or is
When
it
you. Yeah, yeah. Healer
Okay.
feet. When you also
All right,
use the
Magnus,
get
you are
stabilized
up with
creature,
1
gains
HP.
1 hit point.
Let's go! Come here, you motherfucker.
Okay, these green boys are out of here. That's a 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then whew, action dash. Whew. Whew. Okay. Oh, I just fuck. Blue boys.
Hey.
Hi.
The Optios are alive.
We'll see about that. All right. So, since they're already in position to murder him, might as well, just do it. Boom, 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 boom.
He's
boom.
dead.
Maybe not, actually. These guys are pretty tanky. They don't deal damage for shit, but they are quite tanky. All right, that deals a total of 46 damage. And he is bloodied and still alive.
The Chad.
Well, we'll see. This veteran over here is going to run to there and stab one of the enemy knights twice. Hit on the first one, not the second.
Oh, why'd he move there? That was dumb.
So that
He's
they
gonna
can't
be
get
in my
flanked.
orb range now.
Don't orb your teammates, bro. Oh, anyway, Zednius, on your turn, as your reaction, not your turn, but when the paladin died as a reaction, you kept his soul there. And what you see is a powerful man as he looked in life, but there's also something you haven't felt before, which is you can feel a tug of war. Something else is pulling on this soul, attempting to claim it. And you'll be able to retain it for your normal length of time, but this guy was clearly intended for somewhere else other than the standard realm of souls.
Can I still absorb?
Yeah.
Can I overpower
still
that
absorb
and
it.
take it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not gonna do it
You
this
only
turn.
make the god very angry.
Well, this guy isn't an Aurelian soul paladin. And if
Yeah, okay,
it doesn't
and?
make any sense. Yeah, I don't. Look.
Oh, yeah,
I've
sure.
done it to
making
the
gods
Jade Lady
enemies
already,
does
and there was
matter.
nothing bad that happened. Okay, so.
This is true.
Um,
He also absorbed a demon soul, and nothing happened there, so.
yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine, guys.
That one was a baby, if I recall correctly.
I'm gonna just keep the soul there for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna shoot this guy with the. Oh, I can't ping him. This guy with Eldritch
Boils.
Bink.
That hits.
Bink.
That
misses.
also misses.
Also misses. So 12. And then
Yeah.
bonus action, help Severus. I guess that
With
doesn't really
Epical.
cost a
Okay.
bonus action.
No, it
but-
could matter, yeah. Sebuus.
Yep.
No, the reason I said it is because the bonus action is only to attack. He can help for free. Because he has his own
Oh,
action.
I see what you're saying. I understand. Seberiz.
Kill the officer. Something funny?
No.
I
Echo?
was thinking between
Oh, okay.
that or dashing over to the Optios to try and save them. But no, I think.
do we know the way back? Do we need them?
Yes. Well, actually, no. We don't need the way. We know the way back, right, Alex? It's just like go
West.
This
and
counts
you'll
as
get-
flanking,
You'll find
right?
something if you just keep going west.
No, because he's not on the
Maximus is
horse. You stand there.
He's not on a horse. You'd have to be on top of his horse's
Oh.
corpse to be next.
Wait, there we go.
There you go.
You also have advantage anyway, because well,
Oh, right. Well. El Bozo.
El Bozo indeed.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
One would
25.
hope.
25 piercing damage.
Alrighty. Big damage. Not bloody though, but big damage. Okay. So we have more of our knights, the Red Boys, as we call them colloquially. And they're just gonna finish up some work before they leave on their sabbatical. Just get some work done around the office.
Uh-oh.
Murder a
Poor
couple
fool.
interns. You know how it be.
Interns?
And then 2 more attacks. These ones are at advantage. Clobber. Other one is still standing. Bloody though. All right, this officer is going to action disengage and go there.
Ah!
Brimmy is.
I can't run through the horse, can I?
No, it's a hostile horse.
You can run through Maximus, or not Maximus, but the other horse.
Yeah, but it costs 20 feet
Mickey?
to move through it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
The phrase
Dash.
hostile horse is very
Could you heal me? Could you heal me?
Oh,
maybe?
right.
I am at
forgot.
1 HP. Okay.
Right. Why don't you heal for 30?
Let's go.
Holy.
Thank you. You are my savior. I will give you a big smooch when I see you.
Alrighty, that's your action. So we will go to the Orange Knights, and they're just leaving.
Bye,
Ich
Orange
bin
Knights.
lieben. Ich bin lieben außen. Alright, that's a dead Optio.
1, 2, 3,
Purple
4,
boys.
5.
Purple,
We don't
purple,
need 5,
purple
6.
boys. Okay, this one's gonna go hop on this horse, and
Oh no.
zoom. And this one is going to ride over to the officer and remain there. Magnus.
I'm hopping on Mickey.
By the way, this horse would have left by now. So the Paladin's corpse will just hit the ground. That horse is out of there.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
right after our paladin can't go get him. No.
I'm hopping on Mickey, and I'm gonna kill this guy's horse. I think so. Neither of them. Can get
Wait,
away.
we do need horses.
Fuck these
though, right?
guys. We have enough. There are enough horses still around.
We can double
There's
up.
there's like 3.
Yeah, that's before they mount and run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them left.
Okay,
and
yep, I'm gonna-
1, 2, 3,
Oh, I
4
don't-
horses.
Has this guy been? Does that guy on the horse look bloodied at all, Alex?
Not hit once the entire fight.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move to here and attack that guy twice.
Great.
Wham, wham.
That's a hit.
Wham, wham. 24 damage.
He is indeed bloodied.
Sick.
Gran.
Grand.
And then I'll
M1.
mark that guy.
M1 Grania.
That is what we call her.
Is that what we?
Behind
Yes, you
closed
might be
doors,
right.
yeah.
That's what we call her.
Who is
Yeah.
the target of this Doda? Okay, the officer. All right, you blast a hole through his chest. It resembles. I just thought of like 17 action movies, but basically there's a hole in his chest. All right.
Hole in his chest does look like a hole in his chest.
Yeah, I mean, push come to shove, it's just a hole in his chest. And this horse is going to be sort of prodded in this direction during the previous knight's turn. Now the blue boys must make a critical decision, one which all cavalrymen must come to in their life, which is kill this last annoying motherfucker or leave. And I think they'll go for that one. This is what we call the mini mass encirclement, where no matter what angle you hit them from, they are so fucked. And
Roll
that is
star.
going to be 6 attacks. Boom, 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 boom. They just, I mean, they pummel him from all sides with warhammers. I mean, it's not good. He's very much dead. Xenius.
I want to run to there. I want to ask Hegal what he thinks I should do with the soul, telepathically.
Devour.
I'm going to
Eat it.
cast. Actually, yeah, I should eat it first. I'm eating it, and then I'm boosting my charisma.
All right, can you put the feature in chat real quick?
Get smited.
I think this is the latest updated version. But if
Probably.
it's not,
Probably. Oh, fuck. After the session, we need to talk about your level 10 feature.
oh, right, 'cause I'm
oh
level
dear.
10.
Okay, keeping this. So, all of you, because it only costs a bonus action to absorb it, all of you visually see atop the paladin's corpse. For a brief moment, you see this ghostly specter with this glowing light in the middle of it. And then you see Zednius look at it, extend a hand. The matter of the ghost begins to compress into this glowing green light, and it begins to zoom towards Zednius. For Maximus, Severus, and Granny, this is not a new sight. What is new is that for a brief moment, the soul begins to get tugged away, and a tugging match for just a couple of seconds with happens. Zednius, you still pull it in, but whoever was trying to sponsor that soul or whatever, however that connection was, they really wanted to keep it because you felt a force tugging against you very hard. And you are going to gain double all the features of this ability. So you're going to gain
Holy
2d8 temp HP. You're going to gain 4 to an ability score. And yeah.
You said 2D what?
2d8 plus whatever the thing is, temp HP, and then 4
think
abilities, 4 points in
okay.
ability score. For the
Is that
next
All right,
round.
and then
No,
no,
next
Oh,
that would be insane.
that would be absurd.
Maybe if I absorb the
Yeah, it'd be like
Emperor
32
soul,
charisma.
I would
and
start
I'm
boosting
I'm
common.
Orban,
Just killing
Orban.
peasants.
Real.
right there on the dead guy.
Okay, yeah, it's grim. Well, since Blake hasn't seen this feature before, and it's been a while since we've used it, we'll describe it. So, Zenius points his finger, and a tiny little black dot appears. The moment it appears, it crumples the entire body of this brave Optio as it is absorbed within this miniature black hole. This thing is essentially a trash compactor as it strips and compounds and presses inwards bodies to fit within its small aperture. So I'm going to make a quick 20-foot sphere from this location. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got one of those. Good enough. And all creatures within that are affected by the sphere of entropy. Cool. This body's also going to get
How many
immediately
charges did you put in?
obliterated.
4.
4. All right. So it's going to do 4.
Would it be? Would the people standing on the horse have to make some sort of strength saving throw?
No, but I do.
I mean, they do
believe
make a
that
dex save.
They make a dex save immediately. Yeah, it's not like a thing that waits until their turn. So
And
they're all making
it's
dex saves.
boosted by my spell save right now.
4,
So
5, 6. Yeah, you use,
everyone
like, the...
fails.
Okay, well then the first person who fails gets sucked into the orb. How much damage do they take?
26.
Oh my god.
All right, your
Where the
trash
19
compactor is
fails to.
clogged at the moment, but
With my +4 to charisma, yeah.
yeah.
Oh damn.
This horse also gets pulled 10 feet closer. So you guys just watch as this like cyclone of body parts are starting to get pulled towards us, and the one guy who's trapped in it is screaming in agony pain, 10,000 times worse than that little carving that Severus did. This guy is feeling his entire body being shoved into a 2-inch wide space. It is agony unthinkable because it's impossible to inflict in a normal circumstance. Yeah, that's horrifying.
Challenge accepted.
Sebowiz.
All those guys are on the trash compactor sphere. So
Yeah, dude. It's basically just a
Trash
mini sphere of
compactor sphere.
annihilation. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I remember back in my day, Zednius used to use this in every combat.
I do remember those days.
Back in
Right.
my day.
It's a good ability.
It's good. It's just hard to make sure none of my friends are in that
Yeah,
zone.
it's
I'm
also
gonna
meant
action
for
bonus
low HP
action
enemies.
dash all the way to right there. You
That's
see that?
true. Yeah.
We also haven't really had like combat since I don't know, like fucking
It's true.
July.
It's been
Yeah,
ages.
especially with
It's been a
Zednius.
minute since we had combat.
Oh yeah, because you were playing Raceon for so long. Real.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sprint.
All right.
Wait. If I can control my character, not just the fucking horse.
The fucking horse.
There we go. Sprint all the way here.
Oh, and you have an
That was,
advantage.
that was my action and bonus action, so I can't attack.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. This is the Red Boys. It's difficult terrain, so it's going to be. When do they make additional saves?
It says at the end on the ability.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it's 10, 20, 30, action dash, 35, 45,
I think they can all get out,
55,
technically.
60. Then this horse is also going to move. They should be able to get out. Red boy. Okay. 10, 20, 30, boop. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 45. Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be able to get out. If it was a permanent trash compactor, that'd be insane. Alrighty. So they're double stacked. He already action dashed, though. Premius. If you can find a way to slow these guys, then they'd be fucked.
Give me that fucking horse, bro.
You can't reach it. It's so over.
Oh my god.
It's never been more over than
You
right
can
now.
command you can command the guy though, right?
Oh yeah, can you like tell him to get off? Can't you?
I'm out of.
Too complex of command, anyways.
I could just say fall, but
Yeah, but then he's going prone on his horse.
Dude, like the
Dismount
Adventure
is one
Time
word.
lich.
Yeah, that's like a
Oh.
power word fall. That's much cooler than command.
That's fair, yeah.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna stand here and
Cool.
maybe desecrate that guy's religious symbol.
He does not have one.
That's
rub
fucked up.
Rub
He's
your,
not
rub your
worshiping
balls on his
correctly.
face.
What is
correct, he doesn't
do you
worship
make
God.
any kind of interesting faces while Zednius is doing whatever this
Yeah,
is?
what do you
that
think about
Zednius
him
is doing?
absorbing a soul?
Yeah, I think I'm just a little very disgusted.
Yeah, I mean, you were told by your new boss that these guys are kind of quirky. I guess it's just them being quirky and zany.
Surely
Yeah.
he's absorbing it like for Aurelian's soul, right?
Good
Surely.
way.
Surely.
That little fucking the voice that you heard audibly say "devour." I'm sure there's no negative connotations behind that. I'm sure it's
Anyway,
fine.
yeah. I guess, yeah, you could take me out of combat. I'd just be like messing around with the paladin then.
Bro, you messing around with the corpse? What the hell? All right, this knight
That's
is going
right.
to withdraw 120 feet. Shpoop. This one where Severus is next to. I mean, if you really want to, actually no. Wait, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, he's just gonna stab you. I didn't realize that you were so out of position. There's just no, like, the only person that could get here is Maximus, but then if he does that, then yeah, okay. This guy's just gonna stab Severus twice. Once with a normal lance, and then the second time with an impale attack. Sheesh, they both missed. And then, yeah, I think he'll stay where he's at. Maximus.
Oh boy, it's my turn.
Indeed, it is.
Oh fuck, where'd he go? Oh, he ran off, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
Get to
That's
these
so true.
guys.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Unfortunately, he would have to action dash if you wanted to get to where you measured to. But you could get 10 feet.
He could get to
Lol.
there and
I
then
could, I
lance.
could get right
Yeah.
there and just attack one of them.
I know. Just to where you
What?
measured to, though.
Spadonk, spadonk.
You are a known spedonker.
I try. It's like the only thing I ever do.
Fighter moment. Hit from the first one, miss on the second one.
No, you also eat jerky.
That's true.
True, I do.
And
It's
you
a
get
defining
drunk.
character of yours.
Grania.
Is the range of an Eldritch Blast? Is it 120 feet? Yeah.
Is there a slow invocation? Maybe that's what I would do. Or that's probably concentration.
Slow invocation. I think there is, yeah.
There is. That's the one I'm taking.
Yeah, but I don't think I can do both because I think it's probably also concentration.
Oh,
Move to here
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
I'll attack this one.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you should try to get Hetegal to be able to cast something like that. Like a slowing ability.
Alex, put me back in turn order. I forgot.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh shit.
I don't know
had a
how I would
19.
get that to happen, but
Nope.
you can try.
Give him more
Does
power.
17 miss?
Yes, 30 hits though. Which one are we targeting? Sorry.
This one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
you
what
hit
if you had the push and you pushed him into the hole? Oh my god.
him. All
You
right.
don't have it either. Shut up.
I know.
Alright, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Dota is such a Dota.
Uh-oh, I kind of forgot they would escape this way. Maybe this isn't good.
Well, this one here probably won't, right? Yeah.
No,
What,
it
he's not
can't,
gonna
'cause
walk through the black
it takes
hole?
his action dash. No, he's not gonna walk through the fucking black hole. But on Zenius' turn,
He's soy.
you do get to see something
soy.
incredible. You watch as 6 tents and 2 horses get absorbed within the zone. And Ethan, I need you to move a tent from your sheet.
Oh, my tent gets eaten. No.
Yeah. Anyone who has
Oh,
a
all
tent
the
just
tents
got their
got
tent
eaten.
eaten.
Dude, that was
Well,
my
And you
tent.
watch.
No!
It's kind of like when someone's slurping up a noodle, but it's a horse.
Horrible.
It makes the noise too.
Wait, so I probably lose a tent, a bedroll,
Yep.
like a mess kit,
Yep, and a torch.
not the tinder box. I would have kept
yeah,
that on
that's
me.
on you.
I just have a person tent. It just says, it doesn't say how many people, but it's gone. Whatever it is.
Sorry. I didn't know it worked on
but
It'd be
objects.
Did you
be
consider
the
the fact that he
worst
just
way.
swallowed
You
several horses? Did you think about this?
They were dead anyway. It wasn't.
Yeah, but it's
wasn't doing
cool.
it.
Anyways, that needs
I
to
like.
I guess I dropped the orb just in
Nice.
case there's anything I didn't suck up. And then shoot. Who do I shoot at? I guess shoot at this guy that's... Is this in range? That's in range.
Yeah.
Shoot at that guy because he's fucking with Severus over there.
Bro, the 30s are still there. They're haunting me. 18
There's
also
misses
5 over
misses
here
and
now.
17 misses.
No.
I don't see a 5, luckily. Seb
Bonus action, Hagal is going to attack because Severus isn't going to... Wait, no, Severus will use his attack this round. Okay, we'll save it.
Okay.
We'll help Severus.
Sebo is.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna move like over here, then attack.
Cool.
Does that prevent you from getting flanked? No.
No. Wow. Yeah, that hits. That could be a one-shot, I believe. I'm a believer. Get 1 level in
What?
Paladin so you can start smite. Jesus Christ.
Why would I need
That's a
to?
lot of fucking damage. I mean, it doesn't kill him, but holy shit. That's
No!
like 61
God.
damage, I think. That's a lot. He's ultra bloodied as you you leap upwards, like up to eye level with him, plunge a dagger into his shoulder, and just tear down, breaking through chain as you do so. God damn. Okay, this red boy goes here, and then off screen. I gotta add these red boys back because there's still two
No
of them on the screen.
horses.
Yeah. So these 2 remaining red boys, they're gonna do a bit of a cheeky maneuver. So this one's gonna dismount. It's gonna go boom, remount. That's a total of 20 feet of movement. And it's gonna action dash, swoop, out of the map. And then the last remaining red boy.
Severus, hop on the last horse.
True. The last remaining of the red boys is going to stab Maximus. No, he's not even going to bother. He's going to go stab Severus. Max, you can take an opportunity attack.
Okay. I'll take that. I don't think it's gonna help.
Did
too much.
the guy's horse that ran
I
off
missed
screen this
anyway.
way, is that going to be recoverable in any way?
Not
Oh, wait, it would've
technically,
helped.
your horses also ran off screen, but I would say that these are not recoverable. No.
Would have helped you a lot because he couldn't have actually gone over there. But I missed.
Correct. All right, this one's going to lance Severus twice. Miss.
Oh, we just missed both times.
Premiers.
Maximus, mount this horse and then tell Mickey to run off, and then we'll find him later.
Premiers.
Lol. That's hilarious.
He would
Yeah,
never
so I'm
leave
just
Mickey.
gonna-
We need a horse.
There's a reason I have
Run
a
right
saddle
there,
that lets
and
me never
then-
leave my horse.
Yeah, I can't really do anything, so
Cool.
I'm just gonna run right there so I could kill them.
All right, the purple knight will attempt to stab Severus again. Lance, impale. Miss.
Unfortunate.
And then he's gonna just leave. So opportunity attack, Severus.
Right. Surely.
Nope.
All right, he's out. Maximus,
I think you know what time it is.
are you going to perhaps bonk bonk?
Obviously, yeah. That guy right there.
That's good.
Bonk, bonk.
26 hits, 12 does not.
15.
Granny?
No. Just 20.
Dude, we just have a fucking firing line of 2 warlocks going blast, 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 blast. You guys are experiencing the Maximus gameplay loop right now. You just press the blast
Yo,
button.
dude, it's such a good gameplay loop.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this one twice.
Okay. So funny. First one hits, second one does not. 6. All right. What you're about to see right here, it's a tragedy. It's tear-inducing. This one runs over and mounts. This one walks away. You get opportunity attack because you already made a reaction. and they leave their comrade behind.
No. So that was my turn passed since then, right? So don't I get it back?
He has another
Oh, true.
reaction,
But both
yeah.
of them are walking away, so you got to pick which one you want to attack.
Oh, this guy is walking away?
They're all walking away, so you have to pick which one you want to attack.
Oh, I'll pick the guy I already hit.
Okay.
He's not going
Well,
away.
take an opportunity.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, he stays
hit.
here.
All right.
Nice
and
try,
on
Lol.
his turn,
Not
he's
gonna
going
go
to.
anywhere.
Scream and cry.
No,
And
he's going to
get
use
some
bonus
cum
action,
shit.
heroic leap to jump to you, and then attack you twice with a warhammer.
Base.
What the hell?
Those both hit.
Incredibly base.
Those both miss, I think. The 22 misses, right?
Dude,
Not
insane.
on Primius.
Oh, it was Primi. I thought you said
No,
Maximus.
no, he
I thought
heroic
jumped
leaped
up
over to
on
Primius and punched
Oh,
him
gotcha.
twice, or hit him twice in the head for 15 bludgeoning damage. All right, this horse
that's-
withdraws,
So absurdly based.
leaving a soul knight battling for his life.
Give him
I
a
could be
name.
battling for very much
Give him a
longer.
name. All right, let me go check my name list for Tibrashian servants of the Son of the Dragon. Xenius, what are you doing?
I'm at full health, so I don't need to do anything that gives health back. So I guess I just shoot him twice and then save my last spell just in case.
Okay.
Bop. Bop.
His name is Verbulsku Gambold.
Damn.
And then
27 hits. He's still standing up.
Ehdagal is gonna attack this guy up here.
What's
for
his
fun.
range?
Well, he can move and then attack.
As a
Right?
bonus action?
Well, it's his action to move, and then it's my bonus action to tell him to attack. No.
Okay, sounds good.
Or it's his
So
movement.
Maximus and Severus,
move.
you both see, well, I guess from everyone's perspective, this is horrifying. Appearing on the head of the horse starts losing its shit because a little fucking gremlin creature just landed on it.
I rolled
Then,
initiative. I didn't.
That sounds about right.
then you two see Ehdagal appear, a little imp motherfucker, and then he just wraps his tentacle around the guy's head, and his helmet starts melting, and the man starts screaming, and then the creature disappears.
Ugh.
Xenius.
Ugh.
Flank him. Do it.
Scary.
Oh no, that was Xenius' turn. I'm having a stroke. Severus.
Can I hop on this guy's horse?
No.
Can't you stand right there and flank him? Because
No, Ehdagal's not an active combatant like that because he's invisible. Wait, that's what you're... I'm thinking about
Isn't
this
that what
more.
the hell? That's like what.
That is what the help action's for, and that's what Ehdagal is meant to do. So it's definitely not flanking. But I am thinking, if you have two invisible assassins both on the same side of a different person, are they technically flanking? But I guess the answer would have to be no, because the whole point of flanking is that you're distracting someone, and if you're invisible, you can't be distracting them.
All right, we've
Anyways.
got to clip it just in case he ever tries to use this against us. Clip
The
it.
Is melting
invisibility
someone's
flanking?
Yeah.
is melting someone's face off not distracting
No, it is.
enough?
It's just he goes invisible right after. He's like perma-invisible. It's like his feature.
Ah.
Yeah, he only appears to do attacks.
Right.
But you would have sneak attack. It just wouldn't be advantage. That hits.
Why
Oh,
does
I
he
have
have
sneak
sneak
attack?
attack?
Because
Oh,
Ehdagal
because
is
there's
within
an
5
ally
feet,
with
and
him
we
5
have done that
feet.
before. I do remember that.
That
29
doesn't make sense.
damage. That's bloodied. All right. Red boy is gone. He's out of here. Take your opportunity attack. He's taking Ehdagal with him. That hits. Ehdagal did not kill him. And Severus missed. He's out of there. Woo!
No.
17, no!
Premiers.
You're fucking dead.
We'll see.
I'm gonna
Miss
kill you,
hit.
bastard.
Alright. Just because of that,
No.
I'm using my channel
Oh, you
divinity to
bastard.
give me plus 10 on my first attack. So I
Oh,
hit
okay,
that
I
one.
Those both hit.
I thought you were gonna smite him.
That also hits.
Okay.
Alrighty, you slice and dice and rip
Damn it.
and tear, and Verbulsku remains standing.
No!
Would you like to smite?
Yeah, I would.
No. No.
Alright.
You bastard.
So
Level
how
8
many?
smiting.
Much is that? That's 4d8.
You're doing a level 4 smite? Holy shit.
That's the only one I have left.
Or is it a 3, level 3?
Sort of like that scene in Oppenheimer when the nuke goes off and it's just white. Your weapon strikes the head of verbal.
What is with this?
That's just what Aurelian Soul Smites look like. It's just white light. That's it.
Oh
it's
my
just
god,
fucking
dude.
blinding white light. It's like Aslan in fucking Narnia. But yeah, you descend. Ethan spilled liquid on himself. You could tell.
No, that was me. That was me impersonating what Maximus sees.
Being unable to kill Steel. It's over.
Oh no, more of being flashbanged.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 2 feet away from the guy.
Yeah, so light fills this section of the plains. Not as bright as that infamous 100 damage Rixion. I don't think you'll ever hit that because mechanical reasons.
Yeah,
but you do kill the brave Verbal Skoo, and he hits the plains.
Just take some, what is it, Burning Bright Sorcerer levels, and then you can totally smite
So
that
true.
much.
Build your entire character around doing the one.
Around a
thing.
Mega Smite.
Yeah. Well, the plains go quiet, and I'm going to quickly tabulate some XP, and we'll be right back.
Do we get XP for the guys who ran off?
Yes, we'll be right back.
Okay.
But it's probably like half XP or something.
Welcome back to Voyages of the Defiance. I don't know why I became Swedish. You each get 3,200 XP.
Voyages of the Defiance? What?
What? Okay, sorry. My brain just fucking died. Welcome back to Pax Mithdosica. You each get 3,200 XP. Yippee! I turned
You've done that
Swedish
before,
and I
Alex.
talked about Voyages. Yeah.
You
Not a
absolutely
good
have.
combination.
32,000?
I 3,200.
What?
3,200.
3,200. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
100. You guys got me
No,
all
no,
discombobulated.
you're right.
You got me all.
Insistence.
No, you guys got
you're
me
right.
all
It was
discombobulated.
32,000.
It was not. It was 3,200.
It was, and you can't, no take backsies.
I just took back.
Yeah, you see.
If any of you level
Wait,
up
he
past level 11 this session, I'm nuking your character. Checkmate.
He also never like said 32,000 in the first place. You just
Fuck
asserted
you! I
him.
thought I did, motherfucker.
Stop! Should have gaslit him.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, so I'd like to do a quick rundown of where we're at. We're in open plains. Our camp has just been eaten. All the Optios are dead, and we have one horse.
Our camp.
Here's a question.
Well,
Primius, do you have Fine Steed prepared by any chance?
No.
All right. I have an idea. It will
I have
involve
more
you
pressing
all.
matters. I'm gonna investigate the what is it? The paladin.
Okay. You
See
walk
what's
over
on
to
him.
the paladin's
Okay.
body.
All right. While he's doing that, I will toss. Let's see here. How far away do we estimate we are from the city, Alex?
Well, I'm gonna give you some numbers and I'm gonna let you figure it out. It took you guys 5 days by convoy. The last day you were riding very hard. So far you've been riding 1 day westward.
All right. I wonder what the odds are one is able to find this place again in the. Actually, pretty
I'm
easy.
0, bro. What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
A random
no,
spot on the open plains?
No. If everyone else is still here, I try and find it. Because it should just be on the path back, and this
There
place
is no
the
path.
flattest
It's
place.
just open grass.
Yeah, on the route, the way.
You could
And,
take Hegal with you, and that's like a psychic connection almost back to me, maybe. I don't know if that works.
You could also just walk.
With the
How
6
far away
rations
are
we
we?
have.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
We
I have
didn't prep
plenty
rations.
of rations for myself. Because I'm, outdoorsy.
How many days
like
is it
that.
going to take us walking?
Probably about the same as convoy. So, probably like 3 total. Because 1 day of riding probably.
How
was
much
like
more
2.
days would it take to go back to that city, Ludol?
Probably 2.
Oh yeah, I could just ride back there and get us more horses. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
And rations.
Well,
Wait,
yes.
shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Wait, are we really out of horses? What happened?
They
They
all
all run off
got
and we
mounted
can't take
and
them
ran
back?
off. Pretty much.
Wait, yeah. Can I see any horses? I'll just, like stand up on the back of Nikki. Do I see
Yeah,
any
I mean,
horses?
in the distance, you can see the force that attacked you reforming and doing a head count.
Oh fuck. How many of them are left?
They lost 3 people.
Uh-oh.
Only 3?
Yep.
Maybe now is not the best time to ride off. Maybe now is the time to
Right off. You know? But, like, in the other direction. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I say we go back to the city. That's the best. That's the best bet.
No, we're like almost halfway towards.
I
North
will
have
say
one-
this is around
we have-
almost the exact same place you got attacked last time. It's on the border between
We-
Lubelski and Transpontarsal.
We
area.
have 1 day of food.
What is going to have?
We can just scavenge for food.
Yeah, Hecko can scavenge. Severus will be able to scavenge a little. Grania will be
I'm
able
not.
to scavenge a
I'm not
little.
sure.
maybe.
I know Dota probably has, but I'm not sure if any of the rest of you guys have been to the like American Great Plains. But
Yeah, there ain't nothing to scavenge.
There's cornfields out
yeah,
here.
bro, there's nothing. There's nothing out here, dude. Unless you spend the whole day sitting in like a deer stand.
Wait, no, this is
there
based.
is nothing.
Go
There's
to
just
the
nothing.
Iowa of Tabrash. Also, Chowder has come in with a good point. There are 2 horse corpses that haven't been absorbed by the.
There we go. There's food.
That's a lot of rations.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know if they'll spoil in the next 3 days, but
They will, but just
Having-
They will get icky, but they won't get.
just eat your fill. Plus, you got 3 dead
well, if this
humans
is the
as well.
area where we got attacked last time, then that means that we're about to get kind of close to safe area.
Early.
Unlikely.
I mean,
So,
this is
all
within
right,
like an incredibly close amount of time is where you were hit last time. Like, yes, last time you were attacked, you got attacked, then you rode for the better part of like people showed up at about midday, then you rode for another 4 hours, then you made camp, they ambushed you, then you rode for 4 more hours to get to the city, then you rode for 8 hours, you're here, and then you just got attacked again. So it just seems like the Son of the Dragon is operating, his forces are operating in this area.
So, should we push on, or no?
I think so.
I will say, about a mile or 2 off, like on a nearby rise or maybe a slight depression in the terrain, you can see a couple of torches starting to get lit by the survivors of the assault.
Yeah, time to go.
Time to go.
But then we
So
can't
just
push the
walking?
horses if we leave. If we leave now.
I mean, I can push and like ride to the city and then come back with horses.
I think we should just walk.
Walk back to
I'm-
the city.
Yeah, I'm not walking.
Oh,
but
back to the
walking
city.
did it.
Which city?
Lubel or Nauseous?
Nauseous.
Well, I mean, since your navigators are dead, your only strategy at this point is to go west and hope you run into something, which eventually you will. So,
Yeah, if our navigators are dead, how the fuck are we gonna get back to Louisville anyway?
go east. Because from
Yeah,
Louisville,
go
you
east
just
and
went
pray we
west.
don't run into more of the
And
enemy.
then on the way
Yeah.
back from the city, we'll run into the same
Yeah,
exact.
it's the same area.
Yeah. Y'all better
That's so
gather
funny.
gather some horse meat.
All right. Well, I
doing
want to
it.
cut to Blake because he did
Trying.
mention that he was going over to the Paladin. What are you doing?
What do you normally do
corpse?
to like, what is it?
You asked
Like,
Zedius
just
to come detect magic.
Completely
on
like just dishonor him.
Well, here's the
They're
thing. He's
just-
not an Aurelian Soul Paladin. You literally do not know.
Uh,
What do you
Counter them.
normally? What do paladins normally do when
You
they
can
encounter?
pee on him.
If there is a Aurelian
Yeah.
Soul Paladin who breaks their oath, aka their magic's taken, they become an oath breaker, even worse, then the strategy is one, you if they still have an Aurelian Soul holy symbol, you take it and you reconsecrate it and give it to someone else. Secondly, you eradicate their name from every record in the Empire so that no one even knows who they are, and if they have any family, you kill them, basically. Or obliterate them, like exile them from the Empire, take all their property, something like that. Then the body itself, you take all their shit, you reconsecrate it, bless it in holy water, etc., etc., and the body itself is just thrown out to the wolves. The problem is these Tabrashian pagans probably like that shit. They're like, yeah, that is how bodies should be, buried. So you don't even know what to do. You don't know this guy's traditions well enough to disrespect them.
Damn.
I disrespected his traditions.
Yeah, just do the classic like pee on his body or something. If you want to
So true,
disrespect him. That's disrespectful
Thing is, I think-
to everyone.
I think Primius is a little bit above that.
That's good. I'm glad he
Just
is.
a little bit.
Even,
Yeah,
even
remember the
Maximus
Imperial
is above
family
that,
worked out
okay?
his cock.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I guess I'll just like take his shit and just like
What's his
for
shit?
the Mythosian Empire.
You're gonna take a shit on him?
where's this
What?
shit?
Well, what does he have on him?
Somehow.
He has rusted plate armor,
Mm,
Probably
A
not
shield.
very helpful.
okay.
a long sword,
Yeah.
a rabbit's tail,
Okay.
a halfling foot,
Ooh.
What the
Ooh.
fuck?
There you go. Take that.
Yeah, I'll take the rabbit's foot halfling
You want? I
tail.
can detect magic on that.
You flip those around. It's not a halfling
I was
tail.
waiting.
It's
I
a
was waiting
halfling
to walk
foot.
up.
Halfling tail. What the hell?
It's a
Halflings have
it's a
tails.
halfling foot. It's a rabbit's
It's
tail.
canon. They have tails.
He also has a dwarf's beard.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And finally, you find skin. It's a patch of dark black skin.
Now, is anything on there
It's a human
magic?
scrotum.
As I would start walking over, as he starts
Yeah, all
rifling
four
through
of the little
everything.
luck-based objects, halfling foot, rabbit's tail, dwarf's beard, and the dark black skin, which is Athnoween skin, all four of those have slight magical auras of consecration to them.
What does consecration mean? So
Yeah,
it means they're holy.
Yeah.
But do we need to identify it? Is it actually going to do anything? Does it have any magical properties, or is it just consecrated?
They're magical,
I guess.
and they're consecrated.
Yeah.
So
That means
So
we've got
magic tells you.
to turn these in. Sorry, Permeus.
that's the plan.
Ah. Oh, I thought you really wanted to carry around a foot.
Not really.
What about his sword? Was that magical?
No,
Okay.
he was. Cool. So we're headed west.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you start walking at a pretty brisk pace. Grania quickly switches from Imperial battle robe. She starts rolling up her sleeves and shit, pulling back her hood, getting ready for some marching. She's got lots of experience with that in her life. Premius, you're more of like a guy on horseback, so the whole marching component, not a big fan of it, but you can do it. There's one individual, and I think they know who they are, who's really struggling with this. They're not a marcher. They're more of like a light leisurer. And when they fight, they don't even fight like with, the strength of arms. They just do little magical spells. Zednius, this is rough. This fucking sucks.
Oh, I thought it's grand.
Yeah.
You're not a marcher. No, Grania was raised in a place where she'd be doing a lot of
Well,
walking.
here's the other thing, right? Is like even before this, I had the boots. I would never put myself in a marching sort of.
Yeah, I know. And so now
Place.
you're in like fine clothes. You're like
Yeah.
looking drippy as fuck in clothing, and you're having to march behind fucking Mickey and all these soldiers.
I'm gonna
and they're all
ask-
fucking grunting.
I'm gonna, as I'm like struggling, I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna ask Maximus if there's any room up there.
I'll look behind me. Alex, is there room on Mickey?
Yeah, there is.
No.
Oh, I gave you such an inspiring speech earlier.
Hanagal also does not want to be here for the boring parts, so he teleports out.
I take good care of my horse, and I'll give Mickey a sugar cube.
The Mickey whinnies.
Mickey has diabetes.
Real.
You gave him so many sugar cubes.
Mickey is
And
not
I think
him.
this is the first time I have ever out loud said I gave him a sugar cube.
It is true.
Yeah, but he
There's
gets
been
sugar
many-
cubes like all the time at stables.
I do not know. Honestly,
Even
Renesmee
if
said
that was
Mickey
true, he
infinitely
works
more
out
than I
so
did.
fucking much, bro. He's like the most jacked diabetic. Anyways, so whatever
Mickey
that
Oh,
force,
diabetic.
so that force
Also-
that was preparing with all the torches and stuff, you don't know why they don't come for you. They just don't. You can't explain it. Like if you were here, Maximus, you just run these people down. Like maybe you leave yourself alone. Like if you're a Tabrashan soldier here because you did cavalry officer stuff, you'd be like, yeah, I'm getting into red lances. I'm doing hit and run cavalry charges until all those people on foot are dead. I'm not leaving touching the cavalryman because he's on fucking untouchable in his armor. Maybe I'll set up a trap with archers, maybe, but even then, probably not. I just kill all the people on foot and leave. So it's odd to you that
They're
they
not
don't
for
do
some
that.
reason.
No, they are
Yeah,
not.
because they know that if they try that, they're getting fucked.
Maybe.
Well, unlikely. Some of
they-
them absolutely would. You're right. Some of them would die. There's so many of them, dude.
So you guys march throughout the night. And because of how dark it is and the limiting of your vision, you see actually 0 civilization. You march for 16 miles and see 0 other humans. Like, in Mythdosia proper, you would see like 16 villages, probably a fort, a legionary patrol. If you're lucky, like one of the actual just straight up legionary garrisons, like one of the large watchtowers with the bonfires up top, you see nothing, just fucking grass the entire time. And at around 11 p.m., it's getting way too late. And people have to start clocking out. With no tents to sleep in, Mickey becomes the sort of foundation of a large dog pile, and you all pile yourselves into... Yeah.
Wait.
Tiny hut, let's go. So that's not big enough to fit Mickey. So Mickey and Maximus are outside the tiny hut. The rest of you guys are all inside. And the warmth is good, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's fucking freezing out there. Maximus is fine because he's in like plate armor and bundled up next to his horse, but it gets cold.
But he
on the
couldn't
plains.
sleep in plate.
Good point. So his plate's all next to him. And he's like bundled up next to Mickey.
Yeah, fortunately, a horse creates a lot of warmth.
And if it gets really cold, he can just climb inside of Mickey's guts.
What?
Like
I would
Star
Fucking
Wars.
Revenant looking
yeah,
ass.
Game of Thrones.
I would die before.
Yogi
I would
gets
die
it.
before I did that.
All right. Anyways, so the following morning, you all survive the night. No one comes for you again. And also to note, that dome would be so fucking visible on the plains. It's actually like they could have seen you from ages away. Just a little perfectly
Make it
spherical
black.
shape, opaque object. Like no shot.
If
But
you made it black, that would still be.
that would help a
invisible.
lot. That is true.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
I don't think he'd make it like neon green.
But yeah,
Short
no one
rest,
comes for you
question
guys.
mark?
You all get a
sorry.
short rest. Yeah.
Neon
Actually, no. You got
pink.
sorry. You don't get a short rest. Your sleep got interrupted.
Shucks.
But the next
our
morning,
sleep-
It's interrupted in an 8-hour tiny hut.
no, when you had camp, you were starting to get ready for bed. They destroyed all your tents and you fought a combat.
We're asking about now.
I
Yeah,
know,
you just
and
spent
I'm also
8 hours
answering
in
now. You
tiny
spent
hut.
the entire night marching. You didn't. You don't get a short rest after doing all that shit.
Boogie. That's fair.
You wake up the next morning. It's blisteringly hot by the time you awaken, in sharp contrast to the evening. And in all directions, you see grassland. A couple mounds here and there, burial mounds from long dead people. And in the distance, you see a little smokestack rising coming from the due west.
Oh boy.
That's our target.
We're almost there. Hopefully. We're almost to something. Whatever it is. Maybe not there, but
Says,
somewhere at least, which is better than the nowhere we are now.
We head west. Nice.
Okay. You guys head westward, and it takes deceptively long to get to where you're going. It kind of reminds you of Gela Isle, in the sense that like you would see mountains the second you land on the island, but to get there, because of all the rivers and stuff, took like 4 days. It's kind of like that. It doesn't take 4 days, but you just see the smokestack the entire day, and it's not until like, what is that, almost 6 hours later that you actually come into view of what the thing that's producing these smokestacks is. It is a very odd fortress. It resembles kind of a standard Mithdosian setup. It's sort of an outer wall with a central square keep. There's ballistas on the outside, and legionaries patrol the walls. It has a legionary banner fluttering from the roof to inform you that this is a fort maintained by Legio 12. And the odd thing about it, though, is it's made out of red brick. It's a Tabrashan fortress in terms of its construction materials and all that stuff, but it is currently occupied by the 12th Legion. And once you guys come within visual range, a single rider makes their way out of the fort and begins to ride over to you guys. And they're not holding a banner or anything, but they do approach you, and as he gets within shouting range, says,
Identify yourselves.
Hello,
Judges
this
of the
is
Empire.
Judge Maximus. I've captured these sorry sods on the plains.
Stop
job.
it,
Tom.
funny.
No, I'm fucking with you. We're all judges.
Okay. Well, are you all right? You look
hilarious.
worse for wear.
We've been ambushed twice so
All
far.
right.
We're
please, come
nearly
with
out of
me.
rations.
I'll inform the castellan of the keep that we should make sure to record where the ambush took place.
speaking of which, remove 5 rations from your sheet, Ethan.
Motherfuckers eating my damn. Didn't they get horse meat for this express purpose?
I mean, you said to do that, just no one did it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then they get no
I thought
food.
we did.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're fine. All right,
Okay,
you guys
that's
make
good.
your way to this fortress, and he introduces you to the fortress of Stara Dolce. It even has a Tabrashan name, Stara Dolce. As he leads you up, the 12th Legion is a shabby legion. We've talked about this before, don't want to go over again, but basically it was risen up by the governor of Transpontar Solaria, so it's pretty rough looking. A lot of these are conscripts, very obviously, or like mercenaries coming back to the service after a long time away. So you walk past all these gruff people as the palace, portcullis opens and beckons you inside. You tie up your horses at the stables. You head inside the central stone keep.
Horses, good one.
Horse. And you eventually find yourself in the room with the centurion of this century, the garrison occupying this building. The man inside is a familiar face. Let me go find him real quick.
Who's he now?
He is.
Rabinus?
You see Constantine. Constantine being the previous Optio on Gela Isle. He received apparently quite a promotion since you last saw him about 4 months ago. Because he
was
has...
that the guy who hated being on Galaya?
He was that was the Quaestor. This was like the local boy, like the local guy who'd never actually fought in the legions, but he's like, I'm a legionnaire, and he led the local garrison. He helped you guys during the siege of the castle, you and Zednius, when you two were defending Fort Romulus. Either way, regardless of whether you recognize him or not, he definitely recognizes you, and he says,
Judges, I didn't expect to see you again.
Constantine?
Yes, Centurion Constantine now.
Oh.
They were strapped for manpower.
Congratulations, I suppose.
Is this the guy that was
Really?
just that had to run back?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, what are you doing here?
Oh.
We're on our
Smite.
way to Nausius, but we...
You're very far
Right.
from Nausius.
Oh, where
Not
would
really.
it be?
Not really sure where
100
we are.
miles north.
What? Oh dear.
Well, I'm glad we made it somewhere.
Well, can we furnish you with supplies?
Yes, please.
That would be great.
Horses, if you have them.
All right.
A map and a
Someone
compass.
Is someone to guide us to Nausius?
Well, you can just follow the road. There's a road that leads to
Ah,
Paloma, and then
good.
from there you can head to Nausius.
Thank God.
That's good.
He
Yeah.
unfurls a map, which depicts the border between Lubelski and Transpontar Solaria. Along this sort of dotted arbitrary line in the plains, you can see dozens of little crossed X marks on the map.
And he says, can you point out where you were attacked?
Right on the border.
It was twice at the same, sort of the same area both times. About how many hours was it? A day's travel
Yeah,
from...
your eyes pass to the map and you
Lubel?
see a clustered area about 10 miles by 10 miles, and there are about 30 X's within that little zone, and there's a large circle drawn around it on the map.
Yeah, it's like 30 miles ish east of here, right?
West.
Well, also
No, it's
north
east of where
probably,
you were.
because we somehow ended
Oh,
up
right,
south.
right.
He nods slowly and says, well, that's to be expected. At least that means they're largely staying in the same area. All right, well, thank you.
They had a paladin.
That doesn't shock
Quite
me.
dangerous.
That's, when... You may have heard Huber the Wormling led a raiding force to the city of Patricia. Along his way, he left small pockets of 100 or so riders behind our lines. So far I know of 5 of them, left to just cause mayhem. They all seem like their deaths are inevitable, but I suppose he picked men willing to accept that fate. I've even heard of a wizard being in the southern pocket near Kujva.
Ugh.
They raid supply convoys, they burn down villages, kidnap people. Either way,
Interesting.
we can furnish you with some horses and get you to Nausius. It shouldn't be more than 2 days' ride.
Thank God.
That's great.
And they will furnish you guys with Mithdosian Legionnaire rations, not real food. So, Ethan, you can add, how much do you want?
You know.
30,
Like,
25.
Let's see, 2 days you said there's,
I
How
would
many of us
say
total?
get more than the bare minimum of what you need. I would say furnish yourself with as much as humanly possible,
How much does a
Okay.
ration
in
cost?
case you ever need it in the future. Well, they're free here, because it's,
Oh,
yeah, the plains. This is, like, unlike the Southern Legions, they don't need to be, like, hoard their rations, because they get all the
Stingy as
money in the
fuck.
entire empire funding them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, they'll just give it to you.
Let's see. Mickey has. Fuck. We'll take like
Are we getting a horse?
No, yeah, you're getting
36
4 of them.
rations.
Great, yeah, just add 36
So
rations
it's
to your
30.
sheet.
Yeah.
Shrimple. They'll also furnish
There
you
we
guys
go.
with 4 Tabrashan horses. They're various shades of like brown or gray or white.
How much does a ration weigh?
2 pounds.
I have all of the rations of Mickey.
Yeah, I don't trust you anymore, so
Based.
I'm getting rations.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty.
I can hold on to them for you if you want.
Wait, I just realized I've been encumbered after that we lost the horses.
Why is that?
Unless I can put stuff on Mickey.
Yes, I will. Yes.
Okay.
You can put stuff on Mickey.
My books are very heavy.
His books.
God.
Yeah.
Books,
The
dude. I
Russian
will
Creed,
be.
memes and stuff, weighs 8 pounds.
I will be. You hand me an 8-pound book to put on Mickey.
Yes.
That is such a large book.
Severus, why do you? What? Why?
It's very expensive.
Why do you carry this with you?
It's like a $20,000 book.
To read it. What do you mean?
Severus is so soy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I carried the book this whole well. I suppose Mickey
Oh
carried
my
the
god,
book
what
this
if he
whole
left
way.
it in his tent and I
That'd be
absorbed it in the
fucked, but we,
fucking
I wouldn't do
black
that to him.
hole?
That was the 20 gold book.
All I deleted was the bedroll.
All right, it'll be a 2-day journey to Nausius, which we can skip over because you're actually the Empire now, and not, you know, not the Empire. Final note on Stara Dolge. The people here, despite being basically conscripts and stuff, are very well fed and well. Like their equipment is 2nd generation, but like they have all the arrows a person could ever want. They have like so many scorpion bolts stacked up next to their scorpions. They could handle a siege for like half a year. You're actually starting to see what you've like everywhere you've been in the Empire feels like it's undermanned. Like there's not enough centurions, there's not enough legionnaires, there's not enough people. There's no like it seems like nothing is being dealt with. And now you know why, because it's all in these fucking random forts on the plains.
all
This one
going
fort
here.
could go furnish the entire Southern legions, and they'd be like, they'd be balling. They'd have supply surpluses, but it's all in these fucking forts on the plains. Yeah, and we're gonna skip 2 days because honestly, traveling across open grassland with the occasional village, you know, West Texas is not very fun, especially when it's on horseback and your ass hurts at the end of the day. So it just happens. You travel across the plains, and eventually you
That's
return
it?
to the city of Nausius.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be so amazing if
We
that
need
shit
a
happened. That's
long
real
rest.
life, just like 2 days of boring travel, skip.
Yeah, real. It's not even the cool type of travel where you get to see like cool, beautiful terrain. It's just grass.
All right,
It's
first
just
things first,
grass.
I'm turning in all the magical items
Well,
to the
we'll get
Department of
there.
Magic.
Before any of that happens, you need to report back to your boss, Praetor Cato. So, Yogi, you were saying something though.
We need the long rest when we get to Nausius.
Sounds good. You make your way to the office of Praetor Cato at the Department of Civility. This wing of the building, the judge's wing, has had a little plaque added to it saying Office of Judges. And you head inside the chamber after only a brief wait outside. Within...
But we got paperwork that confirms that we actually like did the thing, right?
one of your Optios received a receipt. He is dead and his body was sucked into the void.
Fuck.
You guys step into the room, and there is a war table here. It's the same thing you saw before. It's a map of the Empire with little flags marking all the places where requests have been made of the Office of Judges. Cato is looking over all of it, and you notice he's wearing a different garb than usual. He used to wear white robes with a mark of color denoting his rank. He now wears purple robes, which means he has been promoted to the rank of proconsul. So he's finally actually outranks you guys. And he looks not happy. He looks very annoyed as he's looking at this map. There's 2 other attendants in the room updating little flags on the map with little handwritten notes. He glances up at you as you enter.
Welcome back from Lubel.
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you. A scout from Stora Dolge preempted your arrival and spoke of an ambush.
2 ambushes.
Yeah.
Well, the governor immediately asked me to inform him. Did the money make it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every last pence. Unfortunately, though, the Optio who had the receipt died, and we weren't able to recover the document.
We're the Department of Civility, not the Department of Coin. It's alright. But the fact that the agents of the Dragon are able to operate within Transpontar Solaria is unacceptable. Prior to your arrival, I wrote up a formal complaint. I need your names at the bottom of the document to co-sign as witnesses to this incident.
Yeah, I'll sign.
What is it? What is
Formal
it? Read?
complaint for getting attacked? What's
he'll
that
walk
gonna
over
do?
to his oh my god,
this
desk.
is-
Jesus Christ, I just had a stroke. He'll walk over to his desk, withdraw a 6-page pamphlet, and it goes through, basically says, hey, the Department of War is meant to protect the Empire's borders. My guys were literally just told this was an escort mission. They were never told there was a chance of actually encountering large-scale enemy forces. They were attacked. You lost like 30 men. Department of War is fucking up. Fix your shit. Be better. And that's basically it. And then you guys are signing to say, yes, we were ambushed while within Imperial territory.
So this is one of those things where we can make the choice to see which department we favor. Very nice.
Yes, he's basically gonna go bitch slap the Department of War and be like, fix your shit.
We want civility and magic to be happy with us, right? Those are the ones.
Magic, especially.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
magic's
think
not
we should
involved
sign
in
this.
choice. Yeah, I'll sign it.
Okay. Does anyone not sign it? Does anyone say that they did not witness the attack within Mythosian territory?
That would be so weird.
It would be weird, but I'm just clarifying. Okay. All right, you all sign your names at the bottom of the document. This formal complaint will be forwarded to the governor, who will go compel with the Department of War. And final thing before we end, I know, Dota, if you have to blast, that's all right, but we got one last thing to do. Standing at the head of the table, Cato looks concerned. His entire demeanor is very different to your previous boss, that of Proconsul Lars. He looks saddened, Cato does, when he looks at each of these requests for judges. And in small handwriting on the map, you can see that requests made by everyday civilians are being marked on the same map as requests made by proconsuls and generals. Cato looks at each of you and sort of sighs. The Department of Faith ignored most of these requests, viewing them as below the purview of imperial judges. I do not believe there is such a thing. Judges should not care what you look like, who you support, who you worship, or what you worship, whether you are a senator or an orphan abandoned by the system. It is our duty to serve the Empire's people. With that said, your central task concerns a powerful foe of the Empire. We don't know its true name, but we have taken to calling this creature the Green Rider. It's killed one Imperial judge already. He stands up and grabs a scroll from his desk and rolls it across the table. This is your general mandate. You should have its text memorized as you conduct your duty on the plains. However, since I have only a vague lead on the Green Rider's position, you will have your time to rest, and when you are ready to return to the hunt, you can come here. I will point you in the right direction. Do you have any remaining questions?
I'll
What
shake my
is
head.
this Green Rider? Is it a person or a creature?
It is an entity. Initially, we suspected it was a person. Stories conflicted, but agreed that there was what they believed to be a man wearing a green cloak, going from village to village, causing destruction in his wake. But a judge, a powerful wizard, she was assigned to hunt down the Green Rider. He was immune to scrying, and when she attempted to track him down, she was never seen again. I have become convinced we are dealing with some sort of demon, apparition, or fae. For now, though, you had a rough week on the plains. I spoke with the governor. He's willing to give you a home here in Transpontar Solaria, owned by the state. It has rooms for all of you, and he points towards one of his attendants, and they give him a jangle of keys, which he throws over to Maximus. It's all of yours, at least for as long as you remain in Transpontar Solaria and in my service.
What is this? What are the keys to?
Thank
To a house.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Now, we'll speak more about the Green Rider when you've returned from your rest.
Understood.
All right.
And you guys leave
Let's
Cato's
fucking
office.
Scoot and Bookie.
And I'd just like to review the judge's mandate before we end the session. It reads, while in pursuance of your oath to the Emperor, do not leave Transpontar Solaria without expressed permission from the Master of Judges.
Do not explain your wider objective or goal to anyone below the rank of proconsul. Do not engage in acts that would be illegal for a normal citizen of the Empire. Only enforce the secular laws of the Empire. Your goal is to be considered completed once the threat known as the Green Rider has been removed. That will be your arc, your goal for the entire arc. So, in all that you do, think about those edicts. And with that,
I'm gonna have to talk about one of these.
we're done with that
Not
for-
leaving Transporter Solaria seems stupid. Like, what if he just runs over the border and we can't
Go
chase
get
him?
permission.
Yeah, go get permission while he runs away.
I'm the
Yes, the
master of
Department of
judges
Civility,
who
man.
we can't talk to with it
Correct,
for
yes.
like a week.
Yeah. This is probably the least bureaucratic system in all the Empire, so you should be grateful. I will see you guys next week, unless there's scheduling conflicts. But either way, see you then. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
The 26th.